You dealt with 5 jokers yesterday? I would not call them jokers. Hard to believe. NPCs maybe, but there's only one thing that matters. Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one way the show gets started. Reach into your back pocket. Spam your favorite emoji. From here to Andor Landor and back again. Doesn't matter what emoji you use. Could be little Timmy's, little Slimmies, Tabitha's, Jimmy's, Michael's, Downfallen, Pints of Big Brother Cruises, Ego _ Sassy Sweet Steph _ Great Tober _ Mr. Klondike _ Daniel Muggs _ Stephen Code _ Midna Minkus _ Demon Rhythm _ Mendeo _ MJ Snow _ Ultima Papa J Nick Smick Stover SP Kokomo JK Vano Rockabilly Wonka Chase DeLuna Starry Buell Dep 2000 Casual Redacted David Snake 7 Ride Chat Wee Guppy and Farut Bad. We're beating Barbuda. Someone stop these animals! Hungry mommy, hungry mommy, hungry mommy. What the heck are these controls? You interns, fix your game! Yeah, just slide the dudes, man! You Keating, how could this not work? I apologize, everyone that's worked hard on UFO 50, other content creators that are butthurt. I'm sorry, I didn't do it on purpose. My bad.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tuesday edition of the show. Super excited to be here today. You guys are brand new. We have 3 simple goals. Goal number 1, we keep it clean. Doesn't matter if your little brother, your little sister, your cousin, your Meemaw, your grandpa, your Uncle Skip. Doesn't matter who's watching. You don't have to worry about obscenities being thrown around like being a great judge of character.
Yeah, he's a great judge of character and loaned me his ladder first time I ever met him. I'll bring that back next week.
Goal number 2 around these parts. We keep things positive. There's going to be adverse situations. Difficult scenarios. Things that just make you say,
how do I know it's yours?
But around these parts, ladies and gentlemen, the mug is half full. Even when it's empty. And goal number 3. Entertainment, Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime are all networks for shows. This is a show today on the show. We're getting right into it. We're going to do the live iPad Saga recap with commentary. And we'll see what happens from there. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for being here. And we have a lot to cover today. There's a lot to cover. Not just there's a lot. But in case you missed yesterday's stream, no need to worry. No need to worry at all. We'll get you all caught up. Can one of the mods make an iPad thing that says Dan left an iPad, Little League iPad at the park? We've been tracking it. All right. Let's do this, chat. So, no, well, I don't know if Ogle got a slice, but we'll manually get him a slice. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna rewind time here a little bit. The day was 9 days ago. The day was 9 days ago. We had a very important device. That device was known as an iPad. I believe a 3-year-old iPad. A 3-year-old iPad. And see if we can find some better latent music. And through my own fault, after a Little League baseball game, the iPad was used as walk-up songs. To play walk-up songs for little kids as they go up to bat. As you know, maybe it's their one chance to feel like a star. When they hear their favorite song hit. Most songs are by Imagine Dragons, but that's neither here nor there. After the game, I was packing everything up and I foolhardily left 2 devices behind. The first was known as the Block Rocker XL. The Block Rocker XL. And on top of there, in that little crevasse, was placed an iPad. An iPad that then played the walk-up songs for the children of this Little League team. And I left it there. And I'm like, it's gone. It's over. But let me reach out to the league. So I reach out to the league, the visiting league we were visiting. And I emailed. I said, see if I could find the actual email. I said, hey, redacted, I left my iPad and Block Rocker on the field on Sunday. Did anyone turn it in? And to my excitement, I got a voicemail back. No, I've never played this voicemail, so I hope of course she says her name. Why she says her full name, man? Why she's got to say her full name?
And an iPad.
Literally. And she responded with this. Turn the music down for a second.
About a speaker and an iPad. So we did pick up the speaker. We saw that when we were coming by cleaning fields. I didn't see an iPad though, so unfortunately I don't have that, but I do have your speaker. Feel free to call me and I can get it to you.
Something seems a bit off, doesn't it? Something seems a bit off, doesn't it? That all of a sudden a massive speaker has been accounted for. But the iPad is missing. This was our first time of sniffing just an air of a thief abound somewhere. Don't know where. We're not accusing. Maybe a kid picked it up. A kid picked it up. Maybe. We don't know. So, fast forward to Monday. Now, I have full disclosure. I don't know how much. You guys know I don't like watching self stuff on here, but I'm hoping. Can one of the mods make an iPad thing that says Dan left an iPad, Little League iPad? Because I feel like it was you, chat. I feel like it was you who said, Dan, you can track it. I just want to bring this up because I think this is like a big lore drop. But before we get into this, I feel like you're the ones like, why don't you just track it? It was not close to my house. Because, like, I don't want to assume they get to the police. Like, if I open the call saying, hey, this call is times. So, anyways. How is it broadcasting? And my iPad, I feel the hour.
Amaterasu. Tipped $3. Hello, minimum wage worker. My name is Daniel Giesling. You may have heard of me. How you doing today? I'm famous. I was on Big Brother.
Good. I have a little bit of an odd request, but I missed.
Ooh,
we call in there. But I'm able to track it. Could you ask anyone in the store if they found an iPad that? I forgot about. Okay, so I forgot about that. You know, this is the prequel. I forgot about that. So, through the help of chat, said, "Hey, you can track the iPad." Wait, so how many places did we track it? So on Monday, so we lost it on Sunday. On Monday, didn't even think to track the iPad, right? You guys said track it. And then, so then we watched the iPad go to 4 or 5 stores. I forgot about this. I'm just thinking of the boots on the ground. So we go to 4 or 5 stores and we called the dollar store. We called McDonald's, asked the McDonald's manager. You know what? She did have McDonald's wrappers in her cars. Anyways, we asked McDonald's to, you know how, like, finding a needle in a haystack. Anyways, so we tracked the iPad to multiple locations, physical therapy, doctor, McDonald's, what else? And we called every flooring store. We called every location and had the manager ask anyone in the store if they had a misplaced iPad. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And they went to an artisan grocery store and Lowe's. They have with them. Who else did we call? It's coming up at your location. No, I didn't leave it there. I'm able to track the location of the iPad, and it's. I just want to hear the guy talk. Your store or in your store. Are there any clients that just walked in recently? Okay, and maybe they're at the McDonald's, but why did he cut the guy out? Thank you so much. I'm sorry for bothering you. You wish me luck, chat. Why did he cut the guy out? Dungeoneer. There's people that are market. Do we have any other phone calls in? Question is. Throw out all. Okay, so we didn't have any luck locating the iPad via phone. So I'm gonna tell you, the plan was to never just go drop everything and get it. When did the needle drop and we said, all right, we're gonna go get this thing? What happened? Someone pushed it over the edge. Jailbroken it? Can you jailbreak an iPad? Why would they charge it though? I went to Michigan and offered to get it for you Friday. Yeah, but can you imagine the legal ramifications if I were to say, hey, go roll up on this person, get this iPad for me. Something happens. Someone was who was the kindling? We found she kept going back to an apartment location, presumed her house. Mirror Bear told you to go get it already? Well, let's see here. So let me just call Moyhead real quick. Let me call Moyhead. Now I can call a family member to do it, but I'm not just gonna call. I'm just gonna have you do it.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Maybe it was the 8 Balatro losses in a row. Who said that? Who said no? Don't Lamar. Don't. Why are you plus twoing that? Why are you plus twoing that? Yeah, that I give that maybe a heh. That's about literally that's about a heh. That's about it. Maybe it was a 8. Yeah, I'd say it's a heh, Max. No, it's not more. It's if it was more, it would get more than heh. What was the kindling, man, to get us in the car? Android. All right, chat. After the run, we'll keep an eye on the iPad. Wait, so right here we're not even in chat. I'm telling that like people thought this was scripted. What was the kindling? Can they hack an iPad? Have a 6-digit pin on it. Say it's like the last iOS update or the one in the last 2. Pin doesn't matter. Dan still hasn't redacted up and got his iPad. Who said that? Yeah. Papa J. Papa J. Let me ask you this, Papa J. Wait a second here. Why is it always him, man? Alabama living. Oh, what is your icon, man? City is full of K-Kona.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I'm not gonna say that was the catalyst. I'm not gonna say that was the catalyst, but maybe the couple shavings on the fire. Run in your mouth, Papa J. That was your first message of the day, Papa J. Drop everything. Let's go. At a given time.
Daniel, been watching.
Drive 50 minutes one way. Throw out all obligations for a chance to get an iPad back, and then come back and drive back. Are we gonna give credit? We're not giving Papa J credit for that, man. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. No, it's not happening. All right, so after some BM from chat, we hop in the car, and this chat, this is when we start to find out what we're really about. You know, we got all kind of tech issues left and right, man. There's tech issues. I'm pulling over 7 different times because nothing's working. We got no audio. Look at this view, man. You're looking at a nice armrest. And then we figure it out. Enter the co-pilot.
This is the last attempt.
Enter the co-pilot.
If it goes flying.
Olgodev.
I watch the stream. I'm getting ads, man. I'm getting ads.
Wait, is that what it's like, chat? Like I turned on the stream. I mean, it was only 2 ads, but still.
Oh, why am I getting? I just want to see if the stream's working. Oh, I see. He's got the red shirt on.
I'm telling you this, chat. So Olgo, in case you didn't know, before you get Olgodev's first appearance on stream, he is a family member through marriage. But you have to understand, it's the family through marriage is rather large, and in a large family, we're the only ones that can communicate. Everyone else is normie. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know how, but there's like the family's huge. Somehow, some way, maybe a decade ago, either Magic, The Gathering led into Ultima Online. So like when we go to family gatherings, we kind of peel off into the corner.
Yo, where'd you get that card from?
And then he hits us, and then this is an important plot twist. This is an important plot twist that I was unaware of. I know I'm not gonna dox his car, but I know Olgodev. I know Olgodev to be a very modest individual has like a family car. So imagine your reaction when you pull up and see Olgodev in a red shirt leaning against a car. Looking like this, man. This dude. I'm like, I don't know. It could have been a Lamborghini for all I knew. I had no idea what it was. Like, I pull out and he's like this. I had no idea. I've only ever seen him driving the family wagon, you know? All right. He probably bought it just for the stream. All right. Insert Olgodev.
Hands on that. He's on that.
Get him in here.
Is that your car?
I didn't even think it was his car.
We need to be going around.
Is Olgo in chat, or Olgo's probably making up lost work time? Chat, I'm telling you right now, without shout out Olgodev, we're probably still going through tech issues. He's probably got so much fan mail now. The first appearance, ladies and gentlemen. Look, when you go into battle. Can't wait to see how the Olgo thirst trap messages. I mean, let's not, please. But I will say this. When we started to ride, man, because you gotta understand, I'm focused on the road, not getting TOS'd. My man, like, if you watch him, he was linked in with chat. He was like, my man was eating up the +2s. He's laughing, having a good time. Chat, you had him roll like the whole time. He was like, I'm like, there were some things we had to do, like track a location, make sure we're not in danger, and he's out there like just eating up the +2s, man. All right, so Olgodev comes in, and then we arrive. No, he did a great job, man. Then we arrive to the locale, chat. What was his voicemail? We pull up to a precarious location. Precarious because I'll tell you, a precarious location. I've not seen Olgodev's play-by-play. A precarious location. We pull up to this neighborhood and it's nice, man. You got all kind of vehicles. We enter in initially. We enter in. Coming northeast bound. What do you mean, Holy Dock? So this is a recreation. This isn't the actual street. This is a recreation. I just had AI said recreate this. What are you laughing at? It's a recreation. So we pull up. Okay, we pull up. And now we are closer than ever. We see the iPad dot. We're closer than ever. So we identify the first location. The first location. House number 1. And we pull up. I didn't know Olgodev did a play-by-play. I'm going to have to pull that up. Let me see. Do we have the... Give me one sec here. I haven't heard... I didn't get to hear his play-by-plays.
This is, you know.
So, what do you... I mean, like...
Yeah, but the car group, it's history. He did to us. You can see, like, if...
Okay.
Olgo. Let's see what it has to say. So we got the...
All right, so we go out to the first locale. I want to...
He's knocking on the door, knocking on the glass door.
Truing.
Takes a step back so he's not too encroaching. You know, give the person some
Dude, he's
space.
killing it.
No activity yet. Yep, I'm glancing. So he's just looking down at his phone right now. No one. Oh, the door is opening. Red door.
His heart's
Looks like
pumping.
a nice lady. And he's still like a step back. She's not opening the glass door yet.
So here's chat. I'm just telling you from my perspective here. Whenever I knock on a stranger's door, which is more often than you think, couple tips. I always have my hands visible. Never in pockets. Never with something in my hand. Hands visible. Like most of the time, I'll be like this. Like I'll keep this in front. You know, just little tips. Little tips.
She's like remaining cautious, and I think Dan's giving her some space. Just in case. He's getting his phone out, like, maybe to show, okay, we got my iPad somewhere near here. It looks like she's giving him the 1 second, let me see. And so she says, yeah, 1 second, I think I can help you, and she's going back in the house.
Wait, people in the call could also hear your at the door audio and we're reporting it to chat? What do you mean? We could hear you on the Discord? Wait, so I had a live mic? When did the live mic go? What did you guys hear? I did not know it was a hot mic. From my AirPods. Librarian also recorded the Discord live mic.
No signals from Dan yet. He's still just kind of looking down at his phone. No thumbs up or down or anything. He's looking back at us. He's giving me like the window. Roll down the window.
Yeah. So
right, hang on.
So at this point, the lady was extremely nice, extremely helpful, and I don't know if I had the secondary phone call conversation at this point.
Rolling down the window.
Okay, so all right, at this point, chat, at this point, we've had the conversation with the lady. And it's not what we wanted, but there is there was some fruit. So I don't remember if you know this part, but there was some fruit. So the lady was very nice. She goes, "No, I don't have an iPad, but let me call my daughter." She took out, man, she didn't take out a cell phone. It wasn't a cell phone. She took out a mobile house phone that were like a cordless house phone. She used her house line to call her daughter. And she's calling her in front of me, and she's like, "Hey, like, did you pick up an iPad?" And I thought her daughter was gonna be like, I don't know, like a kid. She's like 40 something. She's like, "No, what are you talking about, Mom?" I'm like, like any well-adjusted human, I'm like, "Hey, lady I just met 1 minute ago, could I talk to her?" And she goes, "Sure." So this was important because the whole operation could have went down there. I get the daughter, the 40-year-old daughter on the phone, and I'm like, "Hey, like, did you pick up an iPad by chance?" And she's like, "No, like, I don't know what you're talking about." But 2 doors down, or she goes a door down, there's a house with a couple kids that play at that park. I said, "Say no more. We got it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing." So, while it wasn't what we wanted, what will turn out to be a misstep could lead to more. So, goes in chat. Chat, I told him to stream, man. I told him to stream his game dev. But he's like, "I gotta play EverQuest 99 tomorrow." I'm like, "I'm not mad at you." So you got here just in time, Ogle. So we went from house 1. Cause here's what the daughter said. She said he lived next door. He lived next door. This was kind of this. I mean, this is a mock-up. This isn't a 1-to-1 recreation. But there was a black high-end SUV in the driveway. Just ironically enough, it's here too. So, and it looked like someone was home. So I'm like, okay, it's talking about this house. So at this point, we're parked about right here. I go check in with Olgo, let him know the story. And then we go to house number 2. We go to house number 2. Now, house number 2 was a little bit of a situation. House number 2 was a little bit of a situation. And this was the first time I really thought we had our first suspect, to be honest with you. We roll up to house number 2. Before I get that third knock on the door, around the corner, Under Armour shirt, slick back hair, goes, yeah, what do you want? I go, excuse me, sir. Sorry to bother you. Your lawn looks amazing, by the way. It did. He had designs in the lawn. I go, I've lost my iPad, and the neighbor said there's some kids that live here that maybe either, you know, on accident, you may have picked up the iPad, something, you know. He's like, kids. I ain't got no kids, and I ain't got no iPad either. And then I'm like, okay, it's getting a little hostile here. Just a shred of hostility. It's like more like, hey, what are you doing to me? And I look down, and he's got the sandals on with the white socks on. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if I want to get into a thing of this with a thing of ours, this thing. I'm like, okay, I'm like, okay. I'm like, I would say he's about 55 and looked like he could be a secondary character on The Sopranos. It's my people anyways. So I'm like, okay, this is either I'm getting bad intel from the daughter, she's trying to get us off the trail, or this guy's a thief. And then just as I'm about to back off, he goes, you know, there is a house with a couple kids in it. And he says it's 2 doors down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
And it's important. Every step along the way, every house, there was some crumbs. We never left without any crumbs.
Let's go.
If you haven't used your Prime to subscribe to Dan Giesling already, what are you doing? Don't be an ad watcher. Subscribe now.
How did you get her to say it like that? Thank you for the 52 straight months, BJ Wood, by the way. Appreciate it. So now we're feeling a little more optimistic because I made a mistake. We have confirmed. We have confirmed what the daughter has now said. Daughter at house 1 via the mobile house phone. What do they call that? Portable house phone. Said there was kids that lived next door, but I picked the wrong house. Landline. So then we go to house number 3, and I'll tell you what, man, the beams are red. Going up to this, there's a Ford vehicle parked right here, and I'm using as I'm walking across. I didn't walk on the grass. As I'm walking on the sidewalk, I got the iPad tracker, and I'm going to tell you what, man. I got a heavy blue ping right in the trunk of that car right there. I know it's hard to see. But as I'm walking over, I'm like, I am 99.9% sure it's in there. We got 2 kids in there. It's a misunderstanding. Kids learn why you don't steal. Walk into this house. Big thanks to Razor. Big thanks to Razor. The Tuesday morning detective quarterback. Saying, did you know that you can make the iPad beep? Did you know that you can make the iPad beep? Did you know? Oh, you mean that we've been tracking the thing for 8 days? We've been going house to house with the iPad tracker, and you don't think I've been smashing the button at every turn to get any sort of chirp so I could corroborate a story and get houses 1, 2, or 3 and nail them and get our iPad back and peel out of there? You don't think I didn't know that? So the triangulation. Oh, go Devs in the stand. So the triangulation. Let's see old Go Devs play by play here. Let's see. Oh, because I wonder if we got the. I'm telling you, man. After I talked to let's just call him Tony S for lack of a better term.
Okay, she's gonna ask her daughter. She says, "All right."
He did a great job, man.
I wonder.
Why are you guys +2 him? He's got a job to do. Who's giving him the giggles?
I mean, that's what we were thinking. There would be a daughter, or some kind of kid, if it is.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But she was like 40, 45.
But like,
she sounded like a lawyer too.
It's probably in the car, right? If anything from what we saw. Oh, really? He's thinking maybe it's the next house. Like, I think as you get closer, the phone might show more information.
So right there, I'm taking the breadcrumb. So this is pre-Tony Soprano.
Accurate, reading once you get closer with the phone.
When he told us the area of the door that you knocked on, you knew he was a natural.
What a wild ride this was. When's round 2?
So it's the lady's on the phone now. She's back at the door.
I jumped ahead a little bit.
On the phone. Maybe she's got her daughter.
He killed it, man.
She's not really opening the door. She's just kind of talking with the door cracked. I see her pointing, like maybe toward the driveway, maybe toward the next house. And Dan's talking. Oh, he's getting the phone from the lady, and he's like talking to the daughter now. While
hold on, Cheetos says Cheetos. Door-to-door sales. I have never been a door-to-door salesman. I've never been a door-to-door salesman. I didn't think it would be fair for me to have that as a job.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, sorry, just joking.
We got him.
He's looking at his phone. And I hear him saying, maybe the neighbor. So, sounds like he's getting redirected.
It's pretty good quality. Well, what's cool?
Oh, okay, thank you so much. And he hands the phone back. All right, he's coming back, chat.
I mean, Chad, you gotta say, I'm not tooting Olgo's and mine horns, but for all the stuff you see with IRL streaming going completely wrong and not thoughtful of other people's time, space, privacy, you could Mr. Rainbow Man, what's that snoozy? The GeoGuessr master. He's got nothing on us. Like, what are you gonna tell from that? Nothing. You can't. It's flash banged out too. All right. Anyways,
let's see what he's got to say.
Bro, you are lighting him up, chat. You are lighting him up on chat. Look at that.
Thomas in on it.
You guys are.
So here's where we're at.
Here's where we're at.
So it was I guess she's probably like 65. Very like, she wasn't hiding it. I was giving her the business a little bit, wasn't hiding. She goes, let me call my daughter. She's probably like 60, 65. And she's like, my daughter says we don't have it. I go, let me talk to her. And I go, hey, like, sorry. I'm like, it's showing at this location. She's like, yeah, we don't have it. I'm like, well, sorry for your time. She goes, but the guy next door has a little kid that plays baseball.
Oh.
So we're gonna go next door.
Yeah, okay.
And we'll find out.
Yeah, that's...
So we got a shot.
The black car, right?
Yeah.
That's good. Alright, I can't see as good from here. Oh. Should we back up, or...?
Yeah, we can back up.
That's that's a great move.
We got it. I think we got it.
Look. Not only is Moyhead doing play-by-play to a T, production. I mean, it's chat to just hoist him in here, and he's got the angles, knows what's going on. 250 people in Discord caught as well as their stand-ups. You got 0 work done yesterday.
Thank you for the donation. I appreciate your acquiescence.
The Knicks Mix. Tipped $3. I still love the part of yesterday's stream where the guy was like, I'm not trying to defend her or anything, but I saw you guys looking into her car and stuff. And Dan hit him with the, you know me. I wouldn't do that.
What do you mean?
On underscore.
We're not there, Knicks Mixer. We're jumping ahead, man. We're only on chapter 2. On chapter 2, man. I don't remember saying that. I didn't say that.
I think we got to...
Seeing a lot of caught in chat. Arrest the kid. I don't know if it's...
Wait, they can't see the houses out the window, right? Do you have the stream pulled up or no?
Yeah, I see trees.
Okay, but you don't see...
No, I only drive Ford vehicles.
Because we're backing up. Yeah, it's like just trees.
Okay.
It's funny.
Wait, Chad, let me get a wide.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What happened? How did this get all messed up? What the heck? 1 second. Why is there this over the top? What happened, chat? Oh, turning the wrong one. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Just I hit the wrong button. That moment we knew it was a bit. There cannot be iPad deniers in chat. There really cannot be. There cannot be iPad deniers in chat. Like, it's not a. There cannot be. I refuse. I refuse. You think myself and Ogledev are capable of setting this up? A 3-hour ruse?
Let's not get that for sale sign.
Okay.
Look at him. He's even looking out for the doxa here.
Where? Why? Let me get some Y's in chat. Can you see it? Is there any?
No. Let's see. I see.
Chad, this is happening. All right, I'm going in.
This is a good view.
All right.
You got the door and everything.
All right, Chad. This is it. This is it.
You get more WHYs than Ys in chat.
Chad, the confidence was so high here. We got the kid. We got the confirmed location.
I'm glad Stover SP is here. He's my one and only viewer when I stream, so...
Yo.
Good to see you, Stover SP or Stover SP.
He's joking.
Daniel.
You've been on 100% of my streams, Stover SP.
Stover SP!
Cheers to
Alright, he's looking... The garage is open. Oh, the door is open. I can't really see the owner. There's... I just see a black t-shirt, like no face.
Okay, look, I didn't want to look. I didn't want to... I didn't want to freak anyone out yesterday, but the guy literally didn't have a face. But I didn't think we were ready to handle that. We found a faceless human, but sorry.
Dan stepped way back off the porch and just explaining the situation right now.
Yeah, Chad, I'm saying when I saw his reaction, I'm like, I'm just telling you, man. Like he did. It was one of these type situations, if you know what I mean. All right. Yeah, that's a face of concern.
The door is like not facing the street, so I don't have a good angle, and there's like a flag in the way, so I can't.
This is not good. This is I needed coverage here.
It's very mysterious, yeah. And
No, you can't dox to say Metro Detroit.
Explaining what the lady next door said about a kid that plays baseball, pointing to his phone.
Yeah, he knows what's going on. He's actually
be a little bit of confusion though. He's looking around like.
Yeah, I was confused. I'm like, someone's lying here. So either at this point in my head, I'm like, okay, the lady and the daughter are lying, or Joey Gambino's lying. One of the two. One of the two.
Yeah, he says sorry for bothering you, and he's out. So, no luck there. It's coming back. He spotted me. Huh. All right, I know that face. I know.
How was everyone home? Does no one work? I mean, you got to understand all the NPCs. I mean, all the people we hired. I mean, sorry, all the people that we just met. They're all. I'd say the average age is probably. I don't want to do any spoilers. Outside of the last person we encounter, the average age was about 55. If you include the last person we meet, no spoiler, it bumps it up to average age probably about 62.
This dang face. It's not one of the emotes though.
So that guy's hiding something.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like, if I gotta roll this window up so he can't hear me.
Yeah.
That guy looks like he probably would have been like, and I can say this as an Italian. He looked like maybe a potential extra in The Sopranos. And he was like, yeah, I don't know anything about an iPad. What are you tracking the location? What are you tracking the location?
I was tracking it.
And just a little bit of suspect, but he said that there's no kids that live there, so I'm going to take him for face value. I'm going to try the next house down. But I'll tell you, if the lady, if I'm getting duped, that guy's the one doing it. Can you, they can't see anything. All right, I'm going to try this next house.
So that guy did not give us any intel. Zero intel? Literally no intel. Maybe he didn't. I don't remember, man. Like, Moyhead, do you remember? We got no intel from that guy at all? So we were just like, okay, so we deduced that maybe we made the wrong call. But they all played a part, because if you would have left early, you wouldn't have got the iPad. You're not wrong. How could he give you...
All right, we're running out of options, so I'm gonna try here though.
All right. So now he's going to the other side of the lady. I can't really see anything here. Tree right in my way. So we're kind of going in blind here. Yeah, I don't know if it was the wrong neighbor or what, but he's looking back. Door number 3. Third time's a charm. Let's try it out.
I
like the lady was pointing.
Like I feel like I missed out. This is like seeing a different camera on a different day of life, man. Chad, don't start +2 in him here.
House. So he looks like he's talking to someone. He's way back off the porch. I can kind of see maybe the door's open.
All right, so for context, this is our first interaction. So right now we're at how do you zoom out with this? So we went from Tony Soprano's house down to what we now will know as Hugh's house. Hugh was not giving us nice cozy vibes right off the bat.
One more house before someone calls the cops. Probably, yeah.
What are you gonna call the cops on? We're the good guys, man. We're the good guys.
All I can see is Dan's legs under this tree.
You're supposed to have my back, man.
Is the sound really loud? Oh, I see the guy from Metallica. I wish I could flip the camera around. That'd be a little bit doxing, but...
Okay, so now we have there's a new suspect on the block now. Moyhead, first, we don't know him by name yet. I'd like to keep it gray because is Gandalf the Gray, but Moyhead with the second visual right here is the second. He was outside. He was doing some tile work. So that's our first location spotting of who we know as Metallica guy for right now.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a Metallica retiree. He's taking his garbage cans up shirtless right now.
He even hit him with the shirtless, unasked for. Yes.
Definitely. No, I wouldn't even say Gandalf. Just James Hetfield himself. Maybe not even his brother.
Ogildev and Moyhead are the same person. Ogildev used to be Moyhead Olgo in chat. And then he heard me talking about brand equity one day on the show. And then we talked about brand equity one day in person at a family event. And he went from Moyhead Olgo to Ogildev because he is working on a game. And I'm like, hey, when you see Dev in chat, you think game in chat. Peer pressured? I don't know. You have to ask Olgo.
Still see Dan's shoes from around the tree trunk. Seemed like he was talking to someone. Like, it didn't even look like he got up to the door, so they must have seen him walk up and open the door. Alright, he's walking back. He's looking at his phone. Maybe he's going to Metallica house. No, he's following the Find My. Now he's coming back.
So right now, chat. Right now, I'm like, things are escalating a little bit with Hugh. He's like, oh, you know, my kids, da. It just looks a little suspect. Just like a little bit shocked that someone's at his door asking about a missing iPad. I'm not getting warm and fuzzies. Almost like he's hiding something. He's hiding something.
He's back.
Jet, we met 3 people. I guarantee one of them has it. Here's what just happened.
Okay, maybe we came in a little hot. All right, maybe a little hot, but I'm telling you. Let's do the post-mortem.
Walk up to the guy. It's literally like pointing at his trunk. I go, hey, like, missing an iPad. It led me here. He's like, oh yeah, I got kids, but they don't go to the park. I'm like, okay. Then his kids came.
So your kids don't go to the park. Chat, is that a common occurrence? And I mean, like, I don't want to put a poll out there if you have children, if you've ever taken them to the park, or if you're like anti-park. Like, I don't think I've ever met a kid who's never been to a park. That's just, but when he hit me with that, I'm like, something's not right here. Something's not right. Something's not right. Even if you're if they're big heckin' nerds, you've seen the Jedi kid, man. You see the LARPers, man. Sometimes you go to the park and you see kids throwing like pine cones and acting like they're chug jugs, you know?
Came to the door and goes, "What's up, Dad?" He goes, he didn't ask them if they had an iPad. He said, "Were you guys at the park?" No. And then I said, "Did you guys find an iPad?" Two broccoli-haired looking dudes. One goes, "iPad?" No. I'm not accusing a 12-year-old kid, but I'm just saying I've seen some guilty people in my life. I mean, we got a shot there. I mean, where else do we, like, what do you think?
So at this point, chat, it's not looking good. It's just flat out not looking good. I think something's being hidden from us. We got broccoli-haired kids, and like, here's the situation. Like, I'm a well-adjusted human. Like, if a dad says in front of me to his kids, "Hey, did you do this?" Even though they're like guilty, they say no. What am I gonna do? There's certain lines you don't cross. But at this point, confidence is being slowly eroded because we're out of leads, man. We're out of leads. We're out of leads. Let's see what happens from here.
Man, that's to me that I like, see that angle? It's
yeah.
And
right in the center of it.
And he said that house next door is an Airbnb house. I can ask the guy.
I saw the Metallica guy.
Yeah.
He definitely.
So right there, important. Right now, and this is where, like, Olgo brought so much to the table. Play-by-play commentator, production facilitator, and confidant. Right there, he could say, nah. I don't like the look. I don't like the look of Metallica guy. And we're probably, I don't know. We probably still send it anyways, but it's having the vote of confidence goes a long way. But this right here, this was a pivotal moment right now, because this is when our fortune starts to change a little bit.
It looks like he's from Metallica or maybe Motorhead or something.
I'm telling you, I'll be like, okay, I can rule out Joey Pantaleone, aka the Italian guy.
Okay, so right now in terms of suspects, here's where we are. Joey Pants, we're crossing him off. No longer a suspect. Okay? This is where we are right now. At this point, let me zoom out of here. This is an AI recreation. This is not the actual block we're in. So right now we're sitting in the whip. We're crossing out suspects. Joey Pants out of the situation. We feel good that he confirmed that there's kids live there, and at least at worst he's trying to pin it on them. But at least we got to start crossing some suspects off. It's alt. Okay, thank you, alt. Thank you. All right.
I feel good about the old lady, the kids, the broccoli.
Number 3, chat.
The broccoli-haired kids.
Everyone's saying play the sound.
I did, but I think it's in his trunk.
Yeah. So it should be getting really accurate as you get close.
So, secondarily,
cannoli.
Eddie, thanks for the 9 months. Secondarily, okay? So we're going to cross off. This is, let me just put some names here for context real quick. We'll call this guy's house, why is that? We'll call this guy Tony. No longer suspect. Meemaw. No longer suspect. Right now, broccoli-haired kids. Still very much a live, active suspect. But now we're making a move. We're making a move. Right here. Right here, we see a dude with long hair, shirtless, and a garbage can. Moyhead makes the confirmation. Let's go talk to him. We're going to go talk to him. Let me talk to you. Yeah. All right.
I don't know why it's not zooming in on where it's at.
I'm gonna ask this guy, but just you gotta cover me here.
Yeah, he's looking back already. He already sees you approach.
Wait, chat. This is, you can't say it. You can't say anything. You can't say anything. You're on the inside, man. You're in the inner circle, man. Like on the outside of it, say, hey, cover me. The dude's shirtless. Like you just don't know, man. You just don't know. All right.
Did, but I think it's in his trunk.
Yeah. So it should be getting really accurate as you get close. I don't know why it's not zooming in on where it's at.
I'm gonna ask this guy, but just you gotta cover me here.
Yeah. He's looking back already. He already sees you approaching.
Moyhead's
so
locked
going
in.
Up to Metallica guy, and he's looking back like, hey, I see you. What's going on? Why are you going to door here? He's talking to him. Guy's shaking his head, but he's behind a tree. Oh yeah. So he's talking to him. No. And Dan's showing him his phone.
Now, we're talking to Metallica guy. He doesn't know yet. But you can tell. You can tell in the finely crafted audio backtracking. Things are starting to look up. Little did we know, this shirtless, long-haired Gandalf lookalike would be the first seed of hope in recovering our stolen property. Stolen.
And he's like turning it around to say like, look, it's pointing this way. And then young Gandalf, he looks like he's being helpful. He's trying to help. He's like, bring it over, come over here, let's see.
He's talking about the garbage. So right now he's like, yo. Well, let me see.
And they're still talking. It's almost like Dan's trying to bring him over to be on stream. I don't know.
Does he look in the camera?
Turning it around to say like, look, it's pointing this way. And then young Gandalf, he looks like he's being helpful. He's trying to help. He's like, bring it over, come over here, let's see.
Does he look in the camera? Does Ogodev look in the camera?
And they're still talking. It's almost like Dan's trying to bring him over to be on.
That's a subtle cue, man. That's a subtle cue. Why is he subtle cueing it? He's in here with the subtle cue, man. The subtle cue. How did he know? How did he know? Well, I'm telling you, within 3 seconds of talking to young Gandalf at this point, I knew he was a star. All right, sorry.
On stream, I don't know.
You know. He knew.
And they're like hanging out by the trash can. No, there's nothing in the trash can.
But that's Brett. He's like, yeah, maybe it's in this trash can, and he genuinely meant it, man. He's like, he genuinely meant it. There's no duplicity in it. He's like, we went through 2 trash cans. He's like, yeah, it could be in here. Now, granted, he was the only one who was throwing trash away. All right, let's keep cooking here.
No, throw away an iPad. Bring Metallica on stream. Yeah, now that I'm closer to him, he definitely has more of a Gandalf look. It's cool. I wish I had that head of hair. Hope I do when I'm his age. It's not broccoli. This is
No, this was our first glimmer of hope, man.
Going like wheat.
Wait, Chad. Like I'm hyped, and I know what happens. What was this like? Like sitting here, like this is a loot. Every interaction's a loot box. Like we're just like, what is going on? Like, are you at this point? Are you hoping Gandalf comes to the window? Lightorious, welcome in, man. If you're just joining us from Lightorious Raid, welcome in. We went on an IRL hunt to find our stolen iPad yesterday, and you're through chapter 1.5. That's what's going on. So this was yesterday. We hit the streets. We were tracking our iPad. Just for context, we were just coming in. We've knocked off 2 suspects. And now we've got a potential third in the Broccoli Kids, and right now we're talking to Gandalf right here. All right.
To be clear, this is a 4th house. It's not the Broccoli Boys' house. It's next door to that.
Good clarification.
So he's just kind of walking around like, yeah, best of luck to you. And he says thanks, but Dan's coming back now.
Brother, my Metallica guy. He's
the guy.
Like, oh, like he's here doing like contract work. He's like, let's check the garbage cans. He's like, we're gonna find this thing. It's not him. So we got we're 0 for 4. We got 1 shot left. I think it could be in the trunk of that
When does he
car,
come over?
But I'm telling you,
the black one?
No, right behind, maybe right here.
Oh.
But I'm telling you, I got a bad feeling about that broccoli-haired kid, man. Like, he looked like he's...
So, Gandalf, who we don't know his real name yet. Gandalf, very helpful, but without Gandalf, he kind of just pulls us to a 90 degree move right here, where all of a sudden we notice for the first time a new vehicle parked right there. This is while right now it doesn't mean much. Let me give you a different, let me make it purple here. Right now it doesn't mean much. It's going to come into play very much later. So right now we're so focused on the northwest side of the street, we're not even looking at the 6 inches under our nose. So Gandalf, in his wisdom, points us in a new direction. But not intentionally, but just through his sageness. He just gets us turned around a little bit. This is why being nervous doesn't mean you're guilty. Raptor. No, I don't want to spoil anything. I still think the Broccoli Kids could be involved, man.
Saw a ghost. And, what's Chad saying?
They want you to bring young Gandalf on stream.
Oh, he's awesome. He's literally the best. I mean,
he's the linchpin.
All right. I lost. See, here's the thing. I lost.
Broccoli Boys.
Raptor's still doubling down on the nervousness. You said they were nervous and they had nothing to do with it. Allegedly. Spoiler, just because we got the iPad back doesn't know we have the story through 1,000%. We never really could. The Broccoli Boys could have been in on it with the last character we meet. I don't want to spoil anything. All right.
I tell him I've been playing the sound, but
he's been playing the sound.
Let me see. All right, this is our chat. This is our last shot. I mean, we're so close. So like, see what?
And what if you like walk around the car with it? Do you think it'll kind of triangulate right into there?
So little does he know that little statement, Olgodev. What if you walk around the car with it? Little did he know that statement was going to put him in the line of fire. That was going to get him into an aggressive encounter in a mere few minutes.
I think it could be right behind
New
me.
poll, who is lying? Granny, Tony Soprano, Broccoli Kids, or Young? It's 91%.
I mean,
I do remember seeing it. Whoever put that poll up, there was a live poll and it was big and I could see it. It was, and at this moment too, I wasn't the only one, Raptor, pointing the finger at the Broccoli Kids. It was like 80% of chat. 80% of chat.
Literally, we're gonna go one more house. It has to be one of the 5. And
Yeah.
so,
That's just logic.
Yeah.
That's
So,
just logic.
Chat, we got a white house. We're gonna check it out. It's our last shot.
I got a good view through the window, through the mirror here.
Okay. So, we now, out of nowhere, out of absolutely nowhere,
And his name is Bruh.
we now have a 4th potential suspect. Gandalf, to me, was exonerated immediately once he started digging through not 1, but 2 garbage that That's just me. That was a gut call. But now we have a fourth potential suspect. So we're so focused on the Northwest, we didn't look at the 6 inches in front of our face. But I digress.
Yeah, we got Broccoli Kids coming in at 92%. But let's see what door number 5 brings. It's looks like a nice little house. And he's going up to the door. This one,
I told my wife about the story yesterday. She just looked at me confused, said, "Wow, I just would have called it a loss." We do things different around here. It's never a loss. The iPad could have been missing for 8 days, 9 days, 10 days, 11 days, 12 days, 30 days. We had to knock on 5 doors, 50 doors, 500 doors. We were going to perish. Spoilers. All right.
has a car in front of it that he thinks maybe could have it in the trunk. So he knocked, took a step back, seeing if anyone's home. No fights so far, yeah. I think we're doing well. It's a good neighborhood. I don't think anyone here would be too confrontational.
It is. It's good insight. It really is a really nice neighborhood.
Still,
like way nicer than where I grew up.
Another knock. Taking a step back.
So at this point, I got a lot of suspicion here, and I feel like we're really onto something, because not only is there one car in front of the house, but there's a second car right here. So you got two cars, and which means like if there's one maybe, but we got two cars, that means someone's definitely home. There's no way someone's not home. There's not even a logical explanation for someone not to be there.
I don't know if we'll get anyone to answer the story. But gotta be the Broccoli Boys. Yeah, Bartimus, we're still friends. I won't forget where it came from. Okay, Dan's coming
Bartimus,
back. No
Bartimus, why are you +2 in this important
like
investigation?
Do a loop around the car. So he's got his phone out and he's approaching the car that's in front of the house. He said, maybe.
Ladies and gentlemen, and this is the first time, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time we take the steps to investigate this car right here. We got it everything but touch it. We looked in the windows and we saw it looked like Asmund Silver's streaming room, and something was started to tingle a little bit. Something started to tingle. Big thanks to Moyhead for the play-by-play on that one.
It could. He's been playing the noise, and it's either like not connecting or he can't hear it. He's like Yep, walking up to that car, doing a lap around it.
Sigma Lieber says, what were you saying when you were waiting on these people's doors? I live in Michigan, and oof, I'm not sure I would have taken this approach. Well, Sigma Libra, you want to know why? My profile pic is not Kermit the Frog. It has nothing to do with Michigan. It's just, what are you willing to do?
Furry animal.
So oof that. Oof. And I wasn't even going to take a shot, but you said oof. If you didn't hit me with the oof, I was just going to let it slide, but you said oof.
See if it can triangulate. I lost him, chat. Oh. He's going back over to Broccoli Boy's dad. And,
knocking on my door. I go, I don't want strangers knocking on my door. Get out of here. I'm not answering it.
Broccoli Boy's dad's in the driveway, and they're like motioning to that house. To house number 5.
Okay. So at this point, I didn't give Olgo the update. We got 2 cars in front of suspect number 4, no answer. But we got some tinglies around this. We should probably name, let's name this car just so we have a name for it. We have some tinglies around car C. So, although we didn't get warm and fuzzies from suspect number 3, I walk back across the street to house number 3 and ask, hey, I think it could be in here. What do you know about it? Talk to me. Talk to me.
Yeah.
All right.
Broccoli Boy's dad is pointing all over the place, like, look anywhere but here. They're in my blind spot. Okay, they're still kind of chatting. He looks like a good dude, though. Broccoli Boy's dad.
I'll tell you what, man. Moyed's instincts were spot on. Initially, like, he didn't see him, right? He didn't see, we don't know his name yet, but I'm going to spoiler. His name's Hugh. Hugh in his house, very, like, get away from me. Hugh, when he comes out to the street, much more reserved, more helpful. All right.
He's not confrontational. He seems, like, helpful. And then we got Metallica coming back, offering up a green pen. I don't know what this is about.
Oh, so at this point, Hugh drops some, let's see. I don't want to spoil.
Why is Metallica guy bringing a green pen over? And, he's bringing him to the car. He might be on stream in a second here, guys. Here's Dan again.
No, I immediately said you're the guy. All right, so you see that, say hi, so see that camera right there? That's my buddy, Ryan.
Hey, guys. Hey. I tried to give him a pen, but they don't want it.
So this is Brett.
Nice to meet you,
Brett.
I don't remember that. Hugh was trying to get my phone number. I tried to give him a pen, but they don't want it. All right. Let me hold on. Let me get out of the way here. I don't want to block the star of the show here.
When I asked you, you know what did you immediately do?
Looked in the garbage can.
Yeah, it looked.
Can you help me find the iPad? Yeah, look in the garbage can, man.
I mean, you're trying to help.
That's the thought pattern behind that is, if somebody got it and then they couldn't use it or whatever, they would just discard it.
Hey there, I'm Hugh, by the way.
Hugh, I'm Dan. So this is being recorded, so I don't want
I
don't want you to be on.
We'll see ourselves on YouTube here in a day or two.
Yeah, maybe eventually.
Cool.
Nice to meet you, Brett.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
I'm an electrician and a plumber, by the way.
Okay, cool.
So, I just like to point that out. No, I don't have it.
I like the plug, man. I like the plug. he plugged. That's a 30-second plug.
There you go. Call Brett if you need any plumbing or electrician. Okay, now Hugh and Dan are behind the vehicle now, and they are Hugh's motioning toward house number 5.
Which just for context right now, because I mean we didn't have our naming convention set prior to doing this. Moyhead's calling Gandalf is 4 and this is 5, but for us, this is, you know, technically 4. So Hugh is now, you see Hugh's like, now I'm finding about Hugh used to work for a cellular company. He's like giving me some intel on this car. And Hugh is like giving us backstory on this 4C situation. Or the 4C situation, he's dumping some lore, which is, I should say, intel.
And
Huge.
they're like looking at house number 5, and he's kind of just pointing all over the place. He looks to be quite helpful though. Like either he really doesn't know, or he's really trying to cover for his kids. I don't know.
Okay, now I do like the shred of suspecticity, but he's really trying to help.
The car behind us, that's in front of house number 5, and they're like dialed into the phone, like they're tracking it. They're close. I don't know. Maybe it's Hugh's car over there. Maybe it's house number 5's car. I don't know.
So at this point, it's not only me circling car C right here. It's Hugh's up in there. He's looking and he's like, there's a lot of papers and stuff. He's telling me like these things are pretty accurate. So we're doing the double circle swoop around car C.
But they're like right up against, we'll call it car number 5. Even though there wasn't a car 1 through 4. It's in front of house number 5. And they're looking in the back seat.
Can we get an update on where the car is? And more, I'm trying to think at this point. I think at this point, so we'll be in a black car. So at this point for context, we started here. And then we're not blocking the road, but we're about right here. Ish. Right there, right? Yeah. So when Gandalf came up, it was about right there. Okay, just for context. Okay. Once Hugh saw we were filming, he got on board immediately.
He was looking in the back seat.
Yeah, he was getting in, man. These guys went from chaotic neutral or like slightly red NPCs to now slightly blue NPCs.
He was approaching with keys. It might be his car. So he's standing at the trunk right now. Yeah, why is everybody home? What don't these people have jobs?
What do you mean? No, these are helpers. They're the main characters.
Like, so they're standing at the trunk, and I think Hugh has keys. So it's like, I don't know, maybe it's someone in his family's car.
It could be work from home Andy's too.
Like iPads for a living, maybe. That's possible.
To the credit, Brett, with Gandalf, also known as Brett, was working.
All right, they're pointing back this way now. Kids getting busted. We don't know. Yeah, I mean, Ryan Gary has it. He is on vacation this week, the same week that the iPad is missing. That's a little bit damning, I think.
What was that noise?
They're kind of in my blind spot again.
What was that noise? Chat, did you hear that noise?
So we're still chatting with
Ogodev, do you know what was that noise? Was Brett throwing something away? What did Ogo say? Oh, Brett went back to work. Okay. Is Brett doing something? Okay.
Hugh's a very animated speaker. He's like pointing every which way.
And Olga's
this,
just...
I don't know what this could mean. He's probably a salesman. He could be.
You thought hold on.
Maybe. Yeah, like trying to...
No way this can't be true. You thought I broke in to car C? What do you think I have? Like a little like Slim Jim or something?
Divert attention. Dan's got the dang caught hands up. He's like, I don't know, something like that. But they're walking back this way.
That would make you believe that I...
But he was looking really friendly.
There was again.
I don't know. Either he doesn't know anything, or he seems like he's trying to be helpful though. As like we would have thought, 95% plus chance that would have been the case in this situation.
Second window was broken.
No one's breaking glass. They left the car untouched.
Dude, there's immediately releases lowers the tension in chat. You heard 2 big crashes. I mean, he could have been covering, but also breaking a car window is easier than chat thinks. How do you know?
No baseball bats. They're in my blind spot again here. Still just chatting, standing in the middle of the street. You can hear.
So context.
It's just working.
Olgodev keeps looking over his shoulder because we're directly behind him at car C right now.
Yeah, he's
car
like
C.
a contractor, so he's got some like heavy stuff moving around. All right, Dan's back. Let's hear what he found out.
All right, we're no longer a lone army of myself and Olgodev. Here's what did Chad think of? Was Brett? His name Brett?
Yeah.
Chad.
That's the Brett, right?
Yeah. What did Chad? You love Brett?
That's our Brett.
Brett, he was the best. Brett was all. He was so good, man. He's like, literally, I'm like, hey, have you seen an iPad? He's like,
awesome.
no, but he starts like, let's go on this garbage. Yeah, he's awesome.
Brett the Hitman.
So here.
Yeah.
So here's kind of where we are. So I'm taking the broccoli kids off the table.
Okay.
The dad came out. Hugh, you guys saw for a second.
Now, all right, well, we will keep this timeline available, but as of right now, broccoli kids are no longer suspect. So Hugh came out, and it could have been a great diversionary tactic, but in the moment, we are now down to our last suspect, which we know nothing about. We've identified a potential car and a potential. We have a pretty good feeling that it could be there. Could be there. Let's see what we have to say here.
He's like, look, this car has been here every day, this is just, I mean, there's a lot, this thing's going deep. He goes, she parks here every day.
It's a random street that's similar, very similar, but not the same.
Then she walks here to go help. I think she's a caretaker. But I'm telling, I played the sound near her car.
Yeah.
And in her car, there's no other way to say this. In her car, it's like a hoarder's car. Can I take pictures of the interior of someone's car? No, is that illegal?
If it's
just for evidence.
Like I wouldn't do anything with it, but just you could do it, for reference even, maybe.
So it's like definitely a hoarder's car. I mean, like,
Chat's saying no, you can't. But like we're in the public.
In that moment right there, I was gonna go snap a picture, but you guys talked me out of it. Like, imagine having that evidence today to provide you further context. But I need to know right now, is that illegal? Not illegal, not advisable. Why is it not advisable? Creepy, but not illegal? How is it unethical? Jeez. Listen, officer, it's going to be a great bit for his stream. It's betraying the public's trust. Okay, so we went with our gut instinct along with chat. All right.
You know,
I'm not taking no
you can
license
take a
plate.
picture,
Like,
you know.
how? What do you mean? I'm not taking a license
Not
plate.
illegal. People are saying, I don't know. Yeah.
So-
Confirmed maniac.
So the Hugh, the dad of the broccoli-haired kids, came out.
Here's okay. Last thing on the picture of the car. Bob the Duck says, "Can I come take a picture of your car and share it? If you think I stole your iPad and you triangulate it to my trunk, yes. Other than that, no. Get your phone away from my car. But if you have reasonable doubt that I have your iPad, snap away, brother."
It says she parks every day. She walks as a caretaker, goes help, and then she leaves. And it checks out because her car is here for like 8 hours a day, then it moves. There's some things in her car that corroborate the Costco visits, where else was she earlier today? Meyer. Like, I'm telling you, like the back seat is like.
How about Olgo remembering that stuff? So the story starts, this is cinema. The story is revealing itself to us in the middle, like right there. I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't been to chapter 7 yet, but she went to another ballpark today, and then Meyer, which corroborates the final character we meet story of what she does. Holy, oh my God. Oh my, that's it's weaved throughout, man.
Jam-packed. The only issue we're running into.
We need to stake out. Chat's calling for a stakeout.
We could stake it out, but here's my thing. Like, can you? Because maybe you might have better ears than me. Can you take this?
Mm-hmm.
Go hit the play button.
Yeah.
And stand by her car.
Listen in.
Okay. Now I will say. This was the first time that Olgo Dev is put in harm's way. Not intentionally. We needed a second set of eyes. We needed a second set of ears. I'm still buzzing. We can feel good about the car. We feel good about the location, but right now I'm not trusting my senses. I couldn't hear anything. So at this moment, we ask Ogildev to leave the car and go see if he can hear the sound of the iPad. Right there. He knew what he signed up for.
Can I have your chat?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
Also, I wanted to hang out with chat for a little bit.
So
I'm so excited. I haven't seen you all day, man.
Let me give you stuff too.
I haven't seen you all
day. The second
day.
thing is, Hugh gave me his number, and this is where we're now exponentially doubling, tripling
all
down.
day.
When you see that iPad move, call me, and if her car's gone, ladies and gentlemen. So he's like, Hugh's like, I went from being very suspect of Hugh to like, Hugh is now, he's like your field general.
Yeah.
Like, you're the colonel, he's the field general.
Yeah. Sorry. Eyes and ears.
So, but yeah, get as close as you can. I think it's in her trunk.
If we go into baseball diamond, so.
Maybe she was just taking her.
Things get left behind there.
Yeah.
Often.
But
will you try to get your
little theory crafting right there? Moyhead once again bringing up the fact that she was at a ballpark, or we don't know who it is, that the person who's driving the car was at a ballpark earlier in the day, bringing that up a second time in 5 minutes. So he's sniffing it out. He's like a bloodhound, man.
Ears close to the trunk. All right.
Be right back.
But Chad, so broccoli kids right now are exonerated. Brett, Chad, we got this thing triangulated. We got everything but the iPad. Like, this is where we are right now.
We're sitting here right now, there.
I don't know if maybe I missed it. I thought I was hearing chirping. So here's the thing. We know she's on foot right now. Like, she's on foot.
It's true.
But how do we find her? Guilty until proven innocent? No, I'm not going to call it the broccoli kids, man. What if the broccoli kids planted it? if this were a cold case, it's now scorching. Like, to me, and this is, you can call it judgmental, I call it the detective's eye. When I saw her car, I mean, it's like one of those cars where there's like, you know what it looks like? It looks like the #1 streamer on Twitch's stream room. Like, there's Wendy's wrappers, it's all, but it's like, you can't see the other chairs.
It's true, sir.
I have no other better way to describe it than that, all right? If you can visualize that in your head, that's what the inside of the car looked like.
That's what it looks like. But I'm telling you, Hugh told me the suspect's on foot. I'm just telling you that's what the car looks like. He's standing out there. I just don't know how accurate the button push is.
So we're getting close. We're getting close here to Olgodev getting in trouble time. We're getting very close to it. Very close. Like right now, just he's okay. Everything's fine.
Olgodev's standing right outside the car. I mean, that's what it looked. I want to take pictures of the interior. Well, let me ask you this. What if I took pictures of the license plate? Not share.
Right now, we have no idea the danger that is lurking. We're just talking to chat, having a good time, but little do we know. From house 4, door swings open.
Share it with you, but then we got some action. Oh.
Chat. That's not a bit. That's not playing it up for the cameras. That's 100% non-GMO. Oh, we're in trouble here. This is the first moment where this whole thing, all the good feelings, all the helpers, all the NPCs giving us breadcrumbs, starts to shift right now.
Hold on, the guy's talking to him. Hold on.
I wish we had chat overlay here, chat. What was being said right now? Like, you had to know there's a certain vibe shift that just happened right there. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. The Discord call could not believe it. I didn't have time to say I couldn't tell you. I had to go, man. We had to go. There were like 5,000 people. Chat, you got us. I mean, we protected very well. Anyways.
Thanks. We got it. This dude comes raging out of his house because Olgodev's circling, and he goes, hey buddy, what's going on here? And like Olgo's like, and then the guys come in like, and I'm like, he's like, what are you doing around the car? I'm like, hey, well,
yeah,
what?
He was way too confrontational for someone. Like, I thought for sure, like, this guy has it.
Automatic, pinning it on him right off the bat. I'll tell you, man, Olgo's face turned a few more shades of red after that encounter, man. I'm telling you, it was not friendly. It was like, I had to get out there and like, and Olga was doing a great job, but sometimes like one isn't enough. Sometimes you need 2 people to diffuse a situation.
He's so confrontational.
So then what happened before I got out there? Like,
he was like, there's something wrong with the car? I was like, oh no, my buddy lost his iPad. I'm just
that is coming out. Is there something wrong with the car? What you tell me? It's parked in front of your house.
Trying to be like real cool about it. And we were tracking it, and he didn't even know that this was like new tech to him.
Yeah.
He's like,
what do you mean you can
track these things on this just like that? And I was like, oh yeah, so it's showing up here, and I'm like not trying to point at it. Could be, you know, around here somewhere.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, that's probably not correct even. And I'm like, well, it is to a degree. It's close enough to bring us here-ish. And I'm showing, it's like, it could be, you know, within a couple of houses, but it's somewhere around here. So we, you know, and then that's when you came up.
So basically, Ryan big boyed him without big boying him. He's like, well, yeah, it's like, it kind of is here. Because you got to understand, man, we don't know his name at this point, but just to clarify, when we Ogildev told him we were tracking it, he was like,
bull. That is new tech.
He just didn't know that tech existed. Neither did I, to be fair. All right.
So I mean, I come out, I'm like, okay, I don't want anything to happen to Ogildev, and like I'm like, hey, like what's going on? He's like, no, don't come in with what's going on. I go, we're just looking for an iPad. He goes, no.
Hold on. Ogildev says he called it a tracing mechanism.
No. He's like, no. I see what you're walking around here. I go,
I already know the story.
Yeah. And I'm just like, all right, just give him some room to breathe. So he's like, he's angry, and he starts to come on down. He's like, well, let me see that. So I show him the dot. He goes,
this locked, by the way. You have to put your code in.
He goes, let me see. He goes. Then he made Pog face. He was like,
it clicked for him.
Yeah, he's like, oh, well, come to tell you, this lady's been parking here for 6 months, but she lives over there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Now. High level intel. This is like in your favorite video game, a game that you're like, I don't think this game has fog of war. The map gets even bigger. We were just living in World 1-1. And the NPC who lived at House 4 says, did you know across the street there are 2 apartment buildings? One right here and one right here. But be careful. There's only one way in. It's dangerous. And that's when we knew we were on to something. We were on to something big. Suspect number 1 has not only been potentially identified, but located through a 55-year-old's pointing of a finger in a direction. Now, it took us about 5 minutes to determine which is the left building, which is the right building, to get on the same page. But this was a major break in the case.
And over there, chat, and this is where the red herring was. There's an apartment complex, and it's been parked there for 5 out of 7 days. But it's in the trunk right now. And he's like, she lives over there. I go, which building? There's 2 of them. He goes, the one on the left. I go, I only see the one on the left. He goes, which one? He goes, do you see the 2 doors by the fence? I'm like, I don't know. He goes,
so here's and we don't know his name yet. But you got to understand, from this angle right here, he just expanded the world map to us. We just found out there's fog of war. All we see is trees, man. He's like, there's 2 buildings. I only see one. And he's like, trust me. So we had to trust him. Are those put holes?
he goes, look, one day, I tracked her. He doesn't know his name. He's a nice guy. He ends up being a nice guy. He lets her park in front of his house. And he's like, well, I don't know anything. One day I watched to see where she lived. He goes, I don't know which door it is, but it's one of the last 2 on the left. And he goes, go now. He goes, you can get her if you go now.
That's Chet. It was so important. He was like, He went from enemy most aggressive NPC to giving us 2 potential locations because he told us that he followed her once, or not. He's like, just want to know where she lived. He said it's one of the last 2 doors here, but he said go now. He was very, he gave us the go now. If his whole text, his whole dialogue, the words go now were in yellow, and all of a sudden a big yellow exclamation point got put right over on the map right there. And I trusted him.
So, we're gonna go now.
Okay. I just don't like there's no escape route here. I see one driveway, it's like you pull straight in. I don't know if you want to back in, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, like...
Now, I gotta be full disclosure on this. Full disclosure on this. I didn't even notice that, man. I was so hyped. Because I'm like, in my head, all of it is, ladies and gentlemen, we got her. Ladies and gentlemen, we got her. And Moya's like, whoa, well, let's wait a second here. There's one way in. It's a dead end back here. There's nothing. And even then, I'm still only hearing this in my head. But he brought some balance to the force. Yeah, we're driving right into a choke point.
It just doesn't seem like a good egress, or you can't park on that street. It's too busy, right?
No, so I mean, I got to get you an eagle eye view.
Cinema. They're saying cinema.
I mean, chat. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I
Dad, Ogo smug face. Ogo smug cinema. All right.
And I like, I'm just saying, when I saw where the iPad's been parked the past couple of days, I'm like, all right, it's probably not worth it. Look, I've been around the block. There's 2 road apartment buildings. Anything can go down. It could be in the crossfire, but this is our shot.
My man's not even listening. He's not even listening, man. Just he's not even listening.
Tractor. He doesn't know his name. He's a nice guy. He ends up being a nice guy. He lets her park in front of his house. And he's like, well, I don't know anything. One day I watched to see where she lived. He goes, I don't know which door it is, but it's one of the last 2 on the left. And he goes, go now. He goes, you can get her.
Look at this is the best intel we got.
We're gonna go now.
Okay. I just don't like there's no escape route here. I see one driveway, it's like you pull straight in. I don't know if you want to back in, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, like...
It just doesn't seem like a good egress.
So now we're talking about the battle plan. And then look,
busy, right?
And look what
No, so... I mean, I got to get you an eagle eye view.
Cinema. They're saying cinema.
I mean...
Why does he pronounce it like that? Why does he pronounce it like that? How do I rewind Chad, how do I rewind like 2 seconds in VLC player? I don't want to go all the way back. How does he say it? How do we, what button do I hit, man? Left arrow? Hold on.
Yes, or you can't park on that street. It's too busy, right?
No, so...
Listen.
I mean, I got to get you an eagle eye view.
Cinema. They're saying cinema.
I mean, chat, like, I'm gonna be honest. I like...
Look at him. No, he's going back to the farm. He's not even listening. He's going back to the farm. I'm saying this is high level intel. He went right back to the farm.
Where the iPad's been parked.
Look at that. He's back at the farm, man.
A couple of days, I'm like, all right, it's probably not worth it. Look, I've been around the block. There are 2 road
not even listening.
Buildings. Anything can go down. It could be in the crossfire, but
you can't get enough.
Shot, man.
You can't get enough.
Literally our shot.
Literally.
So what I'm gonna here's the plan. So there's one way in and one way out of the apartment
Still
complex.
going.
We're just gonna go stake the joint. We're gonna turn around, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna park.
Still going. I say his name. He's still going.
Out, so that if we gotta hit dodge, we gotta hit dodge. The only thing.
Chad, that should be a study in dopamine. That should be a study in dopamine right there, man. Looks like he's going through old family photos. He's hold on. He's drunk on plus twos. All right. All right.
I got a concern about is that when this guy, we'll just call him Milton. Oh,
here he is.
You said it's a laptop?
iPad.
Let me just throw this at you.
Yeah.
There's one way you can walk in.
Real quick, I just want to know, this is being recorded, so I don't want you to like say anything. No one can see your face, but they can hear your voice.
I would go there and just say, hey, I lost an iPad. About that, it maybe got in your purse. Maybe she's carrying it and don't even know it.
Yeah.
She took
And he's so genuine too, man. Maybe she's carrying it and don't even know it.
Took it with her to the doctor.
Yeah.
She takes it with her to the store, to whatever. So why would she even take it to the store? A laptop. That don't even make sense. She's parked in front of those apartments to unload her groceries, I'll guarantee you. Because once in a while, I only see her drop. She'll carry a couple, but if she goes shopping, she'll probably, and then brings her car back here. So she don't have to walk it across the street.
Yeah, it's a long walk.
So, and she's an older lady. Got well, probably my age in her 60s.
Oh, you don't look at age over 45. They over 45.
You're lying about
No, I'm not.
Dude, Chad, every little bit counts, man. We're trying to get every piece of intel we're trying to get, man.
But anyways, so maybe that's, I'm just going, because my sister called me, well, what the hell's going on? Because, and I said, well, here I came on these guys. She said, I didn't know what's going on. I said, I told the poor lady I looked after her car, and then she might have their computer. How do you know? I go, there's a tracing mechanism.
A tracing mechanism. This
right here, right in front of your
Did you ever know that could happen? Like, was that the first time you seen that, like that tracking? Like
Yeah, I'm an old guy. I got one, I got a little iPad too, but I don't put no pictures, just so I can get on sports and do my thing.
Yeah.
Check it out, sports and do my thing. He's wearing a Tigers hat, by the way.
But
you like the Tigers?
Stuff,
like
I used to have I got a Hewlett Packard, but I got all protection on because
Is Starsleep in chat? Starsleep dropped Hewlett Packard in the chat yesterday.
I used to do financial stuff.
Yeah.
But other than that, I just use the iPad nowadays. Yeah. But that's what I'm thinking, if anything. Now, I could be dead wrong. I'm trying to protect her.
No, well, I'm not going to, you know me, I'm not going to do anything.
Asking and then come in with...
Chat, I don't get why is that a bit? That's the one thing people, I got DMs saying, you know me. Why is that, what is that? That's not even a bit. What do you mean? He knows me? I met him 3 minutes earlier. Yeah, I met him outside. I talked to him for 3 minutes outside the car.
Other than that, I just use the iPad nowadays. Yeah. But that's what I'm thinking, if anything. Now, I could be dead wrong. I'm trying to protect her.
No, well, I'm not going to, you know me, I'm not going to do anything.
Asking and then come in without being too offensive.
Yeah,
saying, hey.
It could be accident.
I mean, but she's carrying it. And it doesn't make sense why would she would carry it to everywhere to a store. Maybe it's in her purse or whatever, because she always has something she's carrying.
She could have picked it up and trying to return it and doesn't know how. You know what I mean? Like,
or she might not even know it's in there. Somebody slipped it with her or whatever.
Yeah.
But she just don't. I've talked to her a couple times, and she just don't seem that kind of person. You know what I mean?
So right now, like, it's like he's given us so much intel, and like I wonder at this point, I was wondering, does he have like I don't want to call it because he's not this, but does he have like tattletale regret? You know, like he opened the coffers, and is he like he's walking it back a little bit now? Yeah, like insider trading, you know.
I'm pretty good judgment character.
Yeah.
But when I first met her, I was just asking her to move it here to there.
And she was cool. She didn't.
Well, like I said, she sat here and she was so defensive. I had to say
defensive, like aggressive, or like I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
I didn't want to cause any problems to anybody. She goes. I go no, and they're gonna shovel this street tomorrow. Yeah. And then we'll.
So this lady's been just for visual context, she used to park her car where we're currently parked right there in the black spot, but he said he approached her 6 months ago in the dead of winter and said, hey, you could park here, just park here instead. For whatever reason, I don't know, maybe it's doing plowing, but that's just a little context for you. This is a recreation. This is not the actual spot we were at, just so you guys know. Something about clearing the streets, yeah.
Probably. So why don't you move it? When you bring it back, bring it over there. You can park in front of my house. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's safer over there than over here. Yeah. She was worried about them coming out of the driveway there. Yeah. She was hanging over, but so she was very friendly. Right. And I had to calm her down and make her feel good. I felt bad because I don't want to. But do you know her, Brett? She don't want to cause any trouble. No.
Do you ever talk to her?
I'm just this guy's handyman.
No, this role, chat, here's a little life lesson. If you're digging and you find like a shred of gold, let that gold breathe, man. Get the gold out of the dirt and just let it breathe. Let it breathe. Just give it some space.
How you doing, man? Hey, buddy. Yeah, he's a great judge of character. He loaned me his ladder first time I ever met him.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll bring that back next week. I was looking for it the other day. But anyways, maybe take that. I got a feeling.
Wait. Was that a joke? Or does Brett, who's Gandalf, who's known as Brett, and Mark is on the other side, does he have his ladder? Or no? It was a joke. So, okay. No way you're giving Brett. You're giving him off the charts. Schrodinger's ladder. More +2s than a streamer.
Sounds like that's your.
Yeah, I'll come back. I got a good feeling.
But you're gonna go now.
We're going now. Right. But I'm gonna be chill. I don't want to like upset her. Yeah.
Because she's gonna be defensive. I think you're gonna say, "Oh my God." Unless.
So if you were me, what words would you say to her?
I would say, I got a question to ask her. I go, I lost. I would do this. Do you have grandkids that play baseball on Sunday? Start right there.
Do you think she does?
Well, that's where you lost her, right? At a baseball game Sunday, right?
Does she have grandkids or?
I don't know. Okay. I don't know nothing. Okay. I just know that she's usually. I go to.
I didn't open with that. It's like it's fishing a little bit of fishing. We're gonna go straight to the point here.
Church in the morning on Sundays. Ask the good Lord for some help here, right?
But he is invested, so I'm letting him cook.
But anyways, when I go, she's usually gone sometimes.
Okay.
So I know that she goes. Now other days, periodically, because I'm in and out, I don't know, but I know she goes somewhere on Sundays. Okay, whether it's shopping, do everything, whether the kid baseball, whatever. I'd attack that way or something. And I said, because I lost.
It's true, man. Once we meet the final character, Mark has good intel. What he said, she does go out on Sundays. She does go to ballparks on Sundays. Why? We'll find out later.
My iPad. So I got a tracking mechanism on it. It's been shown.
That's gonna freak her out.
Well, I know. Well, you know right then and there if she knows it or not. Yeah. She's guilty. Just look in her eyes. I'll tell you, right? But I just don't know. It might be a mistake or maybe it slipped in one of your stuff. Because to me, when you said you're tracking, this one you said it to me and I go, I don't believe this story. You're telling me an iPad's going to the doctor? You know what I mean? It just doesn't seem like it's going everywhere with her. So it's mainly over there.
Whoa. Mark's giving stalker vibes? No, don't, no. You will not besmirch Mark's good name. Without Mark, here's what we don't have. Without Mark, we don't know whose car this is. We don't know how long it's been there. We don't know that the active suspect freeze. We don't know that there's fog of war in a second part of the map, a second level. We don't know any of this without Mark. If Mark doesn't get into a near physical altercation with Olgodev, we're stuck, man. This is the world we're living in right there. That's literally the world we're living in. Mark revealed the rest of the map to us. There's no way. I will go to bat for Mark any day of the week. He called his sister to say, like, hey, these two guys are out here looking for a laptop.
It's in over here, but now you're tracing it back here instead of there, right?
Yeah, but like, yeah, so like, it's been there.
Maybe it's in the trunk of her car and you don't even know.
That's, yeah. She may have just threw it in.
That's why it's going to the doctor with her.
Yeah.
Because it's in the trunk of her car.
Yeah.
Because you can't see it in there, can you?
No.
It could have been an accident.
That's that's like misplaced, you know. Well, it's like you two guys. Yeah, you guys nice guys. So like you're like, hey, I don't know, but here I'll try to help. That's it.
Well, I'm just saying, and I'm trying to help her a little bit because I don't even know her, but I could just judge her. But I bet you it's in the car. I bet you in the trunk, maybe. And if she knows.
Did it cut out there? Chat, did it cut out there? It did. So you came back to this?
Chat, did you hear Mark?
You heard the Brett comment? What Brett comment?
Hey, buddy. Yeah, he's a great judge of character and loaned me his ladder first time I ever met him. I'll bring that back next week.
We're back. All right. I see.
What Brett comment? Did the Brett comment get cut out? Does anyone have a clip of what Brett comment? This one?
Yeah, he's a great judge of character and loaned me his ladder first time I ever met him. I'll bring that back next week.
That one. What do you mean? I don't. What do you mean? He was talking about Hollywood? Is there a clip of that? Or are you guys just making that up? Are you sure? Brett says that's later.
All right, chat. Where did it end? So did you guys meet Mark? Could you hear Mark? No, you couldn't. Did you hear Mark?
I feel like I'm going on this journey with you, chat.
Mark was a high level intel.
They're saying, yeah.
Okay, so here's where we are. Okay, we're going in. Mark was a cornucopia of intel. Chad, what did you hear that Mark said? Did you see Brett at the window? You couldn't see Mark, but did you see Brett at the window? Dude, these are great characters. I mean, we come back here once a week and just have a beer with them. All right, so
Brett and Mark.
So, all right, here's the play. Going in. There's two.
Jaxel says you should have had a contingency camera in the card specifically for the VOD. Do you know we went from playing Balatro to say someone in chat pushing the right button the right time saying you don't have the redacted to go get the iPad like that? Like that. Like that. We drove over 50 minutes away, picked up Ogildev as a co-pilot, talked to 7 NPCs, and now we just triangulated the location of the suspect number 1, and you're saying you wanted a backup camera. It's probably not a bad idea.
There's one way out, and we need to be in a, oh, I was going to say half Rabbies.
Connection very bad.
No, I don't.
2 bars of LTE.
I don't think they're NPCs. They're all great humans, but there's like a small contingency of chat that doesn't. I'm trying to like speak to that contingency of chat. No, they weren't. And I don't look at them as NPCs at all. But NPCs in terms of expanding the world map, but they're great humans.
I do.
Chat, what is if you call someone an NPC? What does that mean? Like, I know what it means in game. They're NPCs on this quest, but what's an okay? It's rude AF, but what does it mean though? Oh, boring people? No. Everyone we met was anything but boring. All right.
Move up a little bit. Can you hold that? So, because
just hang on to it?
Yeah. Tell me when we're...
No, I mean like NPCs in a good term, like of the
I get a
quest.
little bit more bars here, but
Main
I don't know
characters.
how your service is.
What
Is
do
this
they say?
better, chat? Hotspot, hold the line, hodl. Yep. Olgo stream, no glances.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. So here's where we are. All right.
Quest giver, eccentric quest
I'm
givers.
trying to, like, if I had Microsoft Paint, here's what it's like. There's 2 apartment
Much
buildings.
better, so much better. All right.
Good. So there's 2 apartment buildings here and here. There's one way in and one way out. There's not even enough to turn around. Based on Mark's high-level intel, she's at the back of one of the apartment buildings, which is not the ideal location in case stuff goes down. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull in, come around, and back up. I'm gonna back up so Moyhead, if we have to go, we can just floor it and get out. But this, chat, this is the moment of truth. I would say beyond a reasonable doubt, we've identified who has touched the iPad last. Now it's just a matter of she's older.
What stuff were you expecting to go down? I don't know, but I trust my co-pilot and Ogledev. He's like, there's one way in and one way out. Do we want to be in a situation where we can't get out? I don't know. Who is the other guy? Ogledev. He's in chat right now.
Did she know what she was doing? And if she knew it, that's really the question. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to freak her out. I don't want to cause any health situations. You know, because a dude rolling up on your apartment is, you know, probably doesn't happen every day. All right, you want to grab it? We're going in, chat. Thanks. What are they saying? What do you think, chat? This is it, chat. This is why we tracked this iPad for a week.
Chat's looking a little bleak.
They're saying no chance.
Kicking the door. You know,
come on.
You know, chat. Just,
all right, so here we're in the crosshairs of every apartment building right now.
We can turn around at the end here, so that's.
So we're doing a turnaround, and.
But there's no out here.
At what point did you think you're gonna have Ogledev take the wheel?
Yeah, there's no out. So there's only.
And running like Indiana Jones.
Should I park like right outside of her door? Or should I pull up a little bit?
I mean, I
think you want her to see the car.
Okay, because
that's good intel. I was gonna park right outside of her house window. I was gonna do that. And there wasn't much room between the street and the apartment. So that's a good call on Ogledev.
It's
threatening,
imposing.
Okay.
Yeah. FBI, open up, you thief. No, chat. No.
Come on. All right, so I'm gonna pull up, and then so we got it down to 2 doors. I don't exactly know which door it is, but
I'd say like here-ish.
Yeah.
Would be probably good. Do you want me in the driver's seat, or do you think it's okay?
No, I don't think she's gonna run up on us.
No, yeah.
But all right, chat.
All right, and I can see you in the rear view.
Chat, this is it.
You.
I got 2. We got.
Wait, people bet on this? What do you mean people? Of course they did. Wait, at the end, yeah, there was a big prop bet. There was like, wasn't there more than 5 million in liquidity? So Olga had 50 large on it. We'll talk about the prop bet at the end because I don't know the odds, but all right, here we go.
2 doors, 2 chances.
2 doors, 2 chances. I'm gonna put you back.
Was I actually afraid at any time? Yeah, a couple times. I mean, like, afraid's not the word, but concerned. Like, when Mark was kind of giving Ogledev the business, I was concerned. When I ran into Tony Soprano in his house and he looked at me like I was crazy, little concerned. Pulling up to a one-way street with, like, 2 apartment buildings flanked side by side and no one way in, concerned, not afraid, but definitely the heart rate meter's going up. For sure. It's a kill box.
On this. There we go. There we still. All right, he's knocking on.
Do you remember how you initially described the lady? No, what did I say? How did I initially describe her? I don't know. I don't remember that. Well, we haven't seen her yet. We haven't seen her yet. We haven't seen her. You're jumping to chapter 6, man. We're just wrapping up chapter 5.
The door furthest down. Oh, knock, knock.
I missed an important work meeting yesterday because I was too emotionally invested in the
door
iPad
number 6?
Saga.
House number 6. So, he's looking back, very non-imposing. Just waiting. We'll knock on the door and stepping back.
Olga, what's your heart rate at right now? Cause you're in the I don't know what a kill box is, but you're in there right now. Right now, here's where we are. Right now, we're right here, and like it's very close, very close. What did he say? We should have had it. We should have had it displayed on a HUD. What did he say? For my Apple Watch to stream real-time heart rate. But how are you feeling at this point? All right, let's keep rolling here.
Knock number 2. It's a little bit longer this time. And stepping back. Small F's. Are we getting ravioli?
Cinema.
Like it was locked, so we just knocked on the glass. Stepping back, waiting for some small F's. I can't really move us right now without moving the vehicle. This charger he's got is pretty short.
Wait, I don't know what this means. Knock number 2, a bit longer, like David Attenborough. Who's David Attenborough? Who is that? I don't know. Who is that? An author? Oh. I don't know. Well, how am I supposed to know who David Attenborough is? How does everyone know that? How am I supposed to know that? You know the names of, like, the most behind-the-scenes people. Oh, yeah, this was directed by Ridley Scott. Does that, you mean Sigourney Weaver? Like, how do you I am amazed at how many behind-the-scenes people, do you know that voice actor in Expedition 33? They were also in Horizon 2, the DLC.
I don't want to mess with it. He's trying to...
So I tried both doors, chat. Both doors, no answer. Chat, we knocked on 2 doors, no answer. I'm gonna try this. There's the car here. I'm just gonna. Do you think they know each other? And just say, hey, do you?
Could, yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna try a neighbor, chat. I'm gonna try a neighbor. Hold on.
You look like a cop.
That's probably.
Wait, chat. How do I look like a cop? I got rid of the red shirt so I look more inconspicuous. I was wearing a black shirt and black hat looking like a cop. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't understand. I literally don't understand, man. What if I wore the red shirt? Was that less cop-like? Sports shirt and a ball cap. I thought the red shirt was like high level. You just needed the wraparound sunglasses.
Yeah, it's probably, no warrant, no answer at the door. Come back later. Plane closed in. Alright, he's knocking on the next one.
Current events Munker.
There's a car parked in front. There's a red car, and he's knocking on that door. Looks like this would be hard to get in and out. I see why she, like, 2 cars couldn't park in the street.
Ogodev, I didn't know he was doing this. He is sympathizing. with a potential suspect, which I think that's part of his method to get inside of the mind. It was 90 degrees in Michigan, and you were still wearing black. That's cop vibes.
On either side, without blocking it for a third car. He's coming back. He's trying to neighbor. He's going back to the suspected lady's house. He's knocking lower on the door to get a better. So knocking again, stepping way back. Now he's going like back toward the turnaround. Where's he going now?
Some chat, just one final reminder: if you ever knock on a stranger's door, away from the door, hands visible, not in pockets, not holding anything. Just saying. If you want them to answer the door. I'm just saying. That's not a cop. That's non-threatening. If you could see my hands, you know I'm not going to do anything. What do you mean?
There's a neighbor's across the way with a light on.
You already know. I've seen that, and that's on my radar. No, I never sold anything door to door.
Acoustics on the knock. There's like the metal part on the bottom, so he was getting that.
A man's hitting the acoustics.
And looks like there's a light on, and he went maybe to that door. There's another car on that side too. Just going down the line now, Chad. He's hitting the metal on each.
So at this point, I got no answer. There's a light on the door right here, but as of right now, we're striking out big time. No answer here, no answer here, and I think I think that's it. But I do see this. The door is open and the light's on across the way.
To these doors, getting the good knocks in. Got someone answer. Younger. Coming out of the glass door, like not hiding behind it like the rest of the people were.
Papa J says, wait, the front door was open? So there's only, so like these are each a door, like this is a hypothetical recreation. Made through AI. Each white door is an entrance to an apartment. So someone had there's a white door, it's like a metal screen door, and then there's a wood door behind it. Right here, the wood door was open and the screen was closed, and a light was on, so you could like see that someone was home. It's like Project Zomboid.
Looks like she's ready and wants to be helpful. He's pointing back at the car on the other side of the street, and she's pointing at that neighbor's house. So it looks like maybe she can like confirm what apartment door she lives at. And Dan's like nodding but hanging around as she goes back inside her apartment. And so maybe she's gonna make a phone call. Oh, she's back out with a piece of
Rizzing up the neighbor for new info. I mean, we don't need to get into details of the conversation, but we'll get into the details after.
The paper. Oh, she's probably taking Dan's phone number down. She's got a pad of paper and she's writing as Dan talks to her.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll elaborate based on there.
Now she's in the apartment row here. She looks very, very friendly, very sweet and helpful. And he's shaking hands and giving that caught. Like, I don't want to, intrude or scare anybody. However, that's what this is meant, this journey. Here he is. He's back.
We got stream. We got a name, baby. And more intel. We got a name, more intel. So, she's not home, but her neighbor is. Her neighbor, her door was open, so I knocked on it. Chat. I mean, we should probably get out of here. This is,
yeah.
But I can't.
You want me to hold this?
Yeah. I can't drive.
Yeah.
So, I go, hey, I'm looking for the lady who drives this color car. She's like, oh yeah, that's redacted. Let's just call her Cindy.
Okay.
Call her Cindy. And she goes, yeah, she's been having trouble with her car. So Uber picks her up and drives her around. But it's in her car. So it's like she's using the car as a stash house and Uber's driving her around.
I didn't buy that.
So we know her name. I know which apartment she lives in. So this the nice lady, the neighbor lady, she's like, give me your number. She kind of winked at me. I'm like I was like very like this. She kind of winked at me. She's probably like in her early 30s, and I was just kind of like doing this, almost like a Cena thing. Anyways, so she's like, hey, give me your number and I'll have her call you. And then she smiled. I'm like, okay. Like, Cindy's not in any trouble, just looking to get in touch with her. So I think here's kind of the final play. I think we go to Mark.
Now, the only thing here, so that's a very accurate recreation of what happened. The only thing that was weird that I didn't say is when I was talking to the neighbor across the street, I said, hey, after she told me her name, the Uber situation, I go, hey, I think she has something that belongs to me. And she goes, oh, a tire? And that's when I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to believe anything after that she tells me. I know it didn't make any sense because we knew that her car worked because we tracked her the previous 7 to 8 days. So and then why would I be coming back for a tire? That's the only thing where I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It was a little odd.
And Brett, tell him her name. Tell him we're going to need them to wrap this thing up. But we're close. Okay. Do you have any suggestions on how we...
So Chad wants us to sign up for Uber, hang out here, and then when she needs...
He'll see us. He'll come out. So Chad. So here's the final update. We're gonna update Mark. We're gonna update Brett. We got her name. We know her address. Did I give the neighbor that was kind of hitting on me? I gave the neighbor gave us some intel. The neighbor has my phone number. We're this close. We're so close.
And chat, when you're that close, but you're that close to a brick wall, but on the other side of that brick wall is everything you ever wanted. You either give up, you take your ball and go home, or you smash your head against the wall like Tony Collette until it cracks. We're smashing our head against the wall.
Make sure to mute so you can't hear him. I won't. All right, I'd love to have Mark come out here.
Headstream.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go tell Mark, and then I'll be right back, Chad.
So he's going up to Mark's house. Does anyone still think this is a bit? Because that'd be a lot of work.
My man he's now doing the Uno Reversi. He started as a jovial co-pilot, expanded his level into a producer, making sure we got the right angles. Then he grew into a +2 farmer enjoyer of chat. Now he's come full circle, became a streamer looking deadpan into the camera, asking a question that he knows the answer to, but he knows how to get the reaction that he wants out of chat in 3 hours. All right, so here's where we are, just for an update here. So we are now back. We've left the situation. We've left the primary area. Came back here. And now we're back in front of Mark's house. So we're back here in this vicinity right now. Allegedly. People out here saying cinema.
For a bit. Oh yeah.
Chat, who is Mark? Good question. Mark was came out of suspect house 4. Mark came out of there. Mark's one of the neighbors.
What does the prop vet do? I've got. Oh, here he is. All right, Mark just came out from round back, so Dan's talking to him. I've got 50,000 dang coins on getting the iPad back. So he's just catching Mark up, giving him the situation. Yeah, Mark's nodding along. Minus 50K. I mean, technically, yeah, we didn't get the iPad back yet. We did not get it back. My points. Can't wait to see.
We did not get it back.
We got a good one planned. Stick around.
I think
all the credit.
I think this is where I forgot to plug the iPad in. But let's take a quick 1 second break from the action to get a little storyline update here. I don't want to spoil anything, but a quick storyline update for those that are more bibliophiles. So Brett came up to see and talk to Mark. Mark gave advice on how to approach the old lady. The stream went down, stream went back up. After pulling to the apartments, they have now gone in. They've parked in a way. The internet's getting progressively worse. He knocked on both doors with no answer. He is now trying a neighbor's around this suspect's apartment, hitting metal on the door each time. He met a neighbor who gave him a name. She calls her Sydney. Apparently, Sydney uses an Uber to drive her around. They went back. We're on point 10. They went back to catch up with Mark on the situation. And on top of that, let's get another outside perspective here. The librarian says this is why I clicked into the stream. 76 people. Insanity. What do you mean insanity? 4 minutes out. Young Gandalf spotted in the driveway. 004 broccoli hair twins are the prime suspects right now. Bro, we got young Gandalf and Brockdad on cam. Prime suspect is a caretaker's hoarder's car info from Brockdad's stakeout incoming. Q told me the suspect's on foot. Car empty for a hot minute now. Gotta assume they're chasing her down on foot or a fight.
Holy
4,200 people were watching an empty car. Tony Soprano came out to confront them, snitched on the hoarder lady's car apartment. They're heading now one way in, one way out. Young Gandalf and Tony Soprano chopping it up by the car. He wasn't charging his phone. That's where we are right now. All right.
So yeah, Dan's just motioning over toward the apartments, probably telling them what's going on. Yeah, I'd say the bet's still open. I almost said bit there. That would have. Next week is laptop. We're just doing the same bit, same people, just different device every week. It's my new gig. Thanks, Plesiosaur.
My man, wait. My man is thanking? He's thanking people now? Thanking names? Are you thanking subs? Ogledev, are you thanking subscribers? Jeez.
It's still open. Just a slip of the tongue. The writer's been cooking.
He's giving you. He's confirming your plus twos.
Left his.
What? Come on! You cannot get this. We gotta be focused here, Chad. You're blowing him up with plus twos.
Left his PC at Crazy Golf. Oh man, I'm crying now.
I gotta be honest. He told me that 2 or 3 times. It's not funny. Why does he think your plus twos are funny? Left the PCs at Crazy Golf. I don't even know what that means. He told me that 2 or 3 times looking for reaction. I'm just like, that's not funny. I don't know what that means.
All right, they're shaking hands. The whole neighborhood knows about the iPad lore. All right, Dan's coming back.
So she said that the neighbor said that she's being Ubered, but I'll give you my phone number.
Yeah, she could be getting Ubered right now.
That's what she said, but I'm with you, Mark, because Mark says that the car works, and I believe.
I mean, I'm not good at. I could have sworn that car was moved yesterday or
Seen
this
him moving
weekend
around?
For sure.
Yeah.
This weekend for sure.
Yeah.
I know it.
Well, the tire thing's weird too, you know.
And that's the thing, Chad. This may be new lore for you. The lady that I talked to said, yeah, what does she owe you, a tire or something? Or does she have your tire?
Yeah, whatever story this lady's doing, maybe she's just saying something to
get me out of there.
Well, yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, but you said something like, you know, just I don't know how you approach her and like not make her feel like someone's after her or anything. But
He is still looking at chat. We have Mark. We have Mark right here, and he's looking at chat right now. Like, jeez.
I trust you. You got good. Good instinct.
Oh, if I talk to her, I'll just say, hey.
I don't know if you can hear this.
And a gentleman that wants to talk to you. Did you neighbor talk? I'll see what she looks like. But I mean,
he's still looking.
I think you got an iPad in your car that you might not know about it because it's sitting there. You're taking it with you when you go to your doctor. So she went to a doctor's appointment this week, right?
And physical therapy and doctor.
Okay, she used that car. Yeah. Because that car was sitting there, right?
Yeah.
And it's banging right now off of that car.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steph.
Did you check the trunk when you tried to hit it?
Ryan, when you the sound.
It just said connecting forever. It wasn't like able to connect to play there.
Right?
Yeah.
The thing is, she doesn't even know she's got that.
Yeah.
No. It just don't make sense.
Yeah.
Because of what's going on. But her neighbor's saying that maybe she does have some car problems, but she's using the car still.
Yeah.
And if it's a tire or something, because you mentioned the tire, right? She used it the other day. I guarantee you. And she used it, I think, last Sunday too. I know.
All right.
Because she has.
I need a counter, man. I need a counter throughout this entire experience. How many times he's looking down at chat, smiling and laughing? We gotta be close to triple digits, man. Close to triple digits.
Yeah, it's in front of your. You know what's in front of your house.
Right back to it. Right back to the farm.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
Look at him.
Anytime in the next couple of days, I'll give you a holler.
Thank you. Cool. Chat, we got triangulated. I think let's just pull up to Brett. Let's get Brett the skinny and.
So right now, here's the update, chat. Right now, the update. We're just giving everyone the final rundown. We said our goodbye. We said our goodbye to Mark. Thanked him for all his efforts. We're gonna go talk to Gandalf, aka Brett. Tell him the situation. Tell him thank you, and then we're gonna exit northbound this way, and we're gonna call it a day. So that's the plan. So we're gonna make a stop right here. We're gonna talk to Brett. And then we're out of here. And that's when things change.
Then. So I'm gonna tell you this, chat. Mark said the girl that we talked to in the apartment complex, he thinks she's covering for her. He thinks that's. He goes. Let's see if we can get Brett up here.
Yeah, shout out to Midwest Hospitality, right?
Hey, Brett, you got a second? So you want the update? All right, so, and I want to know your expertise. I think you got good instinct. So I went over there to where she lives. Didn't answer. Neighbor across the street, doors open, knock on it. She comes out. She's probably like early 30s. She's smiling at me a little bit. I said, hey, like, I'm looking for a heavier set older lady. She goes, oh yeah, her name's, I can't say her name.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she lives right there. I go, oh, like, is she home? She goes, she has something that belongs to me. She goes, what, a tire?
Real quick. Is Brett now shirtless? Spoiler alert. He was shirtless the entire time. He's been shirtless. Shirtless from minute 1 to minute 260. No shirt. Just clarification for I know the letterbox trivia details.
No, not a tire. And she goes, well, she's been having car trouble lately. I'm like, is she here? She's like, well, she walks over here and catches an Uber. Have you ever seen?
Honestly, I haven't.
What do you think? If you had, like, from whatever you say happens,
from
what do you
your
think?
explanation,
yeah,
and what she says. Now I'm not quick to make judgment without educated lack of guess.
Yeah. It's a very worldly individual, man. Worldly individual.
You know, let's deduce the situation.
Yeah.
Okay. The lady lives in a house right there. She may own it, she may rent, but she lives there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It's her frickin' bread and butter.
Yeah. So what you missed there? He said it's her bread and butter, paying the rent on time. That's what got cut out there. Bread and butter, paying the rent on time. Which I've never heard those two things put together, but that's what he said.
She handled being homeless, so she makes sure that part's taken care of. And she may be having difficulty with her car or whatever the other case may be. Or there might be other issues, you know. And then so you bring to the other lady's attention. She says, "What do you? Does she owe you a tire?"
I know, he's like, this doesn't make any sense, man.
Maybe she had car problem with her tires on her car or something. And or the tire spare.
What the heck, man? What do you mean his life bar is probably so huge? What does that mean? Brett the contractor, boss? I don't understand. Young Gandalf.
That's the way I look at it.
Okay.
You gentlemen seem level-headed enough that, you know, you just want the frickin'
we're not.
iPad.
I don't want to upset him.
That's it, man.
Have any health deals, you know.
Right, but if she's not answering the door, now it doesn't mean she didn't walk over here and take a Uber.
Yeah.
You know, and if she gets the Uber to come to another address, then there's something. To what degree?
Not enough.
People are just, you know, a pro account number that if.
Did you guys hear about his pro account? Did you hear about it? I don't know if you hear this bit. Let's see. This to me tells you everything you needed to know about Brett.
You're gonna buy a water. If I catch you in a water heater section at Home Depot, I will walk up to you and I'll say, here, I'll write a telephone number down. This is my pro account number, and I'll say, put this fucking number in, and I will say, fuck it. I don't care who's there.
Yeah.
Put this number in, and it'll say on the just because.
Because you're a good guy.
Because I can.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know that I'm a good guy, but.
So in case you it gets lost in translation, if you're in Europe or whatever. So if you're at the hardware store, if you're buying like a water heater, you're buying a saw, and Brett sees you there, he gives you this special account number to use when you're checking out, and you get a large discount because he's like a pro member. He's like, he shops there a lot. So he goes to people. He goes, here's my bleeping number. Use it. Oh, no. It gets him points too. No. We're not gonna take shots at. We're not gonna take any shots at Brett or make him. Brett's the beacon, man. Brett's the beacon. He also said. Ogle corroborates. He said that's not the reason why he does it. Brett would give you the shirt off of his back. Don't. Why? That's not a. At most that's a heh. That's not off the charts, man.
I mean, that's something a good guy.
I'm a considerate guy.
He is a considerate guy.
And I got a pro account to a corporation that I belong to. And I went to these people, and they're going to buy this.
What was there? Essentially saying, here's $60 for free. What are they?
No, but the one guy did hand me. I happened to be in line with him. I didn't ask him. I just said, that happens,
Yeah, but that's not the reason you did it.
So what you missed there? He says one time he gave up his pro account number in line, saved the guy $60. The guy pieced him off at 20. And so that's not the reason why I do it, but it happens.
But that ain't the reason I'm doing it. Right. I got money, I work for him. I'm fucking tearing up a broken tile here.
Finder's fee of sorts.
Broke line in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Don't hesitate.
Oh, my man.
He told me there. So I got his phone number. He told me if a pipe bursts in the middle of the night, ring him. He'll be there. That's the kind of Brett. That's the kind of Brett is, man.
Appreciate you. Thanks so much.
Appreciate you.
Have a good day.
Good luck with that thing. And
thanks, Brett.
See, I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't know the television.
Yeah.
Once I found out what the Hollywood elites really do to little children, I don't watch that shit. I don't watch them motherfuckers. Because see, I'm gonna go to the same hell that they do.
Well, you're doing some good. You're doing some nice stuff.
That's the problem.
Support the independent.
See ya, Brett.
That is the last we see of Brett. What may have seemed like a innocent banter back and forth, talking about pro accounts, people are like, what does this have to do with finding the leads? It's about timing in life. And with that timing and that conversation with Brett, we're leaving. We're out of here, man. We're leaving. We're pulling out. We're heading home. We're making a left on the street. Having a good time talking about Brett.
Oh, she's outside. She's outside. She's outside.
Without that conversation.
Oh, Chad.
Without that conversation.
Ladies and gentlemen.
With Brett making every one of those comments about every one of those things that we don't talk about. It was the perfect window of time. She was outside for 30 seconds. And that window of time, was just enough for us to drive by as we pulled down the street. I don't even know how much time that would be. We're going about 20 miles an hour, 25 miles an hour. Maybe that's 10 frames, 2 seconds. 2 seconds for everything to line up. She was down here with a big old white shirt on. And we got her.
Gentlemen, we got him.
And that brings us to chapter 7. The final inclination. Chapter 7, also titled Ladies and Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we got her.
We got him.
We rewinded just a couple hairs. Chat, from thinking the quest is over, you gave it your best shot.
Not one issue.
Let's get the music on.
Oh, she's outside! She's outside! She's outside! She's outside! We're going back. Oh, chat. Oh, gosh.
It's
She's
never
outside,
over.
Man. This is it.
It's never over.
This is not bait. This is. Oh, make sure. What? Chat, she's outside.
Chat is going crazy.
I gotta.
Can you believe? Chat, I need to know. I need to know right now. I need to know right now. I need to know right now. Right now. Because I didn't get to experience it with you. What was going on in chat? Well, I mean, what was going on? I mean, it was the fastest chat's ever moved? It has to be, right? So quick final for our bibliophiles, quick final update. Brett's aura crashed the stream. Brett doesn't watch Hollywood movies. Sydney is outside. They spotted her. And this is when preparation meets opportunity right here. Heart was pumping.
She just was outside. Yeah. I literally just saw her. Hold on.
All right. Yeah. Unless she just ducked inside like.
What did he just say?
She should still.
What did he just say?
I literally just saw her. Hold on.
All right. Yeah. Unless she just ducked inside like.
She just ducked inside, man. Can we get some duck smoke in chat for Olgo Dev?
She should still be out there.
Olgo, when you're co-piloting in this moment, what were you thinking, man? What were you thinking? Well, I mean, like we got the cold case and it's scorching right now, man.
Calmly approaching. Calmly, Dan. Oh, he's waving. He's doing that emoji. Respect is on foot.
You can't look at chat at this moment. You can't be looking at chat. This is the crescendo.
Talking to a lady that fits the description.
What description was that?
And she's just standing there listening. And she's pointing over toward where her car is parked.
Corroborated evidence.
So they were just chatting. She was kind of and like gesturing toward her car. Dan's giving the yes, the fist pump as he's slowly walking this way, but she went inside. He's just pounds his chest like.
I was
like
so
Victor.
hyped.
He's got the dang smug on his face. That's dang smug if I've ever seen it. But she went inside.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Yes, she was shaking, man. She was shaking. I had to go play it. So cool. She's like, iPad. So here's what's happening. I go, hey, like, I think it might be in your trunk. I'm sure it was an accident. Would you walk over there with me? She's like, yeah, let me get my keys. I go, you want to ride? She said, no. I'm telling you, she's like, I do a lot of work with a lot of groups. Someone could have thrown anything in here. Here's where I'm a little concerned. She goes, I don't know what's in there. Like, when she I want you to come with me just in case.
Yeah. Like, she's giving a disclaimer. Like, I don't know what else could be there.
Well, I don't know. Like, I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, when I brought up the iPad, she went from, like, calm to, like...
Oh, a little fidgety.
Like, I don't even feel comfortable. Like, we're not facing the right way, right?
Hold on. Olgo Dev says, you didn't hear it, I think. Listen to what she says when she gets in. I thought she was going to pull a weapon on you. Well, I figure with two, honestly, I mean, it was a small percentage, but with two of us, she would only get one. Being honest. She'd only get one of us.
Right now, you know, like, I don't feel comfortable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to take the benefit of the doubt, but we got kids, man. You're like, will you hold the camera?
Yeah, I don't think she doesn't look dangerous at all.
No, I know. Those are the ones you gotta watch out for, man. Like,
it's true. Chat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna call with the quest givers and everyone we've encountered on this quest. If you were to line up Gandalf next to the lady that's we're about to meet, 99% of you would have tagged Gandalf. I'm tagging her because she's the least likely suspect. All right. My man is still looking for +2s. He's still +2 looking. Brett was young Gandalf, yeah.
no, like, Chad, I'm not trying to put anyone in a box, but have you ever seen the Stephen King movie with Kathy Bates? She's coming.
Oh, Olgo, can I get a little corroboration on that? What did he say? I got you. I mean, this if you've never seen Misery, I think I saw it as like an 11-year-old. That was, I'm just saying like that to like, just saying. I was just on alert. That's all. Someone edit that, but with her holding an iPad. Yeah, it was on TV. Like, it was like the made for TV version, but it was still horrifying. I only wish that story ended with you in the misery house. Have I seen it? Yeah, I've seen what happens to the guy. She won an Oscar for that role. It wasn't made for TV. So back in the day, they used to put movies on TV and edit the heck out of them. So like 100% it was on network television edited. All right, let's...
Are you sure you don't want to ride? You want to ride? Okay. Here we go.
Want to ride was crazy? What do you mean? She's an older lady. It's 90 degrees out plus. 90 degrees out plus. It's a long walk. It's probably like a 2-block walk. That's called Midwestern hospitality. Like, are you okay? She might have a weapon. Want to ride? Well, she's gonna have it or not have it either way, in our car or not in our car.
Sorry, I got kids.
Group of us seniors that we do a lot of projects at the church.
Yeah.
What? I said I got kids because I... Wait, chat. Chat. This was... I saw this posted everywhere. Everyone's saying I got kids. Like, what's wrong with saying that? You know me, I got kids?
We collect pop bottles. We work at the food pantry. And there's a group of us that go and do it.
Okay. Yeah, no, any stinks.
I have no idea.
Okay. Moyhead, you said she says something when she gets in the car. What does she say?
But yeah, we go to that park and collect pop bottles.
Oh, Little League Park?
We go to that park and collect pop bottles, or did she say something else? Please don't hurt my family. Moyhead, did I miss, or Olgodev, did I miss something? Or was that it? That was the final piece of evidence? I thought she said, I don't... Oh,
To the park.
when we get to her car. Okay.
Up on 13.
Yeah.
13 and Brooks here. And we go to the one.
Like you'll pick and then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really kind of you.
We all volunteer.
So basically right now she hops in the car and she's laying down her alibi. She's saying they go to local parks, collect cans, take the cans to they go to a ballpark, they take the cans, they'll go to somewhere like a Meijer, return the cans, get money, donate the money to a food pantry. If we were to rewind this evaluation, this post-mortem about 45 minutes earlier today, she was at a ballpark and a Meijer. This was revealed before we even got to the block, man. It's
unbelievable.
So there's a big jump here. Moyhead's right now, people had to be losing their minds. You had to be losing. This is like the end of Sopranos. The ending of Sopranos when the camera cuts. What were you guys doing? Like you had to be going absolute bonkers. Fade to black.
Are we back? We're back. Let's see. We're back. All right. So they were just chatting. She was kind of and like gesturing toward her car. Dan's giving the fist pump as he's slowly walking this way, but she went inside.
So here's what's going on. So after multiple hours, we've finally, this is insane. I mean, this is even insane. This is even insane. This is so insane to even just like, look at this picture. This is insane. Let's zoom out. We talked to all these people just to find her right here. Get her in the car. Drive her all the way here. Park here. We get her to her car. We're right there. Oglehead's right there, man. I poke my head and I'm like, there's so much crap in here. I'm like, looking, she's rifling through it. I'm like, I don't see it, man. I don't see it. She opens up her trunk. Her trunk has like one of those styrofoam coolers in it, packed in nice and tight. I'm like, don't open that. There's like rice, not packages of rice, but when she lifted the trunk, there's like a row of rice all along the inside of where you close the trunk. And then she opened the rear passenger door. And this is about 2-3 minutes of rifling through things. Just for absolute context. She opened this door right here. There's stacks of plastic, grocery bags, boxes, Wendy's wrappers, everything. And I'm like, I'm hitting the play button on the iPad. I'm getting nothing. No beeps, no nothing. And I'm not seeing it.
He's just, oh yeah. His chest, like, he looks like Victor. He's got the dang smug on his face. That's dang smug if I've ever seen it.
She's looking, that's...
But she went inside.
Are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was shaking, man.
Wait,
She was shaking.
how do we get back here? How do we get back here?
I had to go play it so accident. Group someone want you to come with me. When I brought up the iPad, she went from like calm to like...
Oh, a little fidgety.
Oh yeah, she did do that.
Like, I don't even feel comfortable. Like, we're not facing the right way right now. You know, like, I don't feel comfortable. I'm not trying to put it...
We were with Moyhead with good...
Device.
Yeah.
Our friend is digging in the trunk.
It's not looking good, Chad. I'm looking without touching. Okay, I'm looking without touching.
Just digging deep in there.
The other thing you will not see this on camera. When we were on the other side of this door, she opened the back left driver's side door. And it probably wasn't the smartest thing for threatening purposes, but she opened it and I was like kind of standing behind her looking in. And she goes, you know, you could be an axe murderer. And my initial gut response was right here. I'm like, no, you're can be a axe murderer. I didn't say it. I just kind of went, but I didn't say it, but I definitely thought it. All right.
Oh, she just shut the trunk. What?
Nothing.
Now they're looking into the back seat. What a grand adventure.
What about Dev? We have no paid dirt. There's no story loop close. He looks into the camera and says, "What a grand adventure." It's not about the end result. It's not about the loot chest at the end. It was about the journey, man. Look at that. Olga Hope.
I wonder if the iPad is toast yet, battery-wise. And they're just looking in like backseat trunk, pinging the device. I wasn't able to get it to... It goes connecting for a little bit and then it plays. Like, I was just getting connecting.
Yeah, it wasn't playing.
And it just... I don't know if maybe the battery died and that was like just the last taped underneath the car. Maybe she was gonna cross the border with it. I don't know.
Hey, there's a lot of stuff in there.
A lot of stuff?
Yeah, can you come out?
Dig through it? Yeah. Should I just leave this here?
Yeah, you go.
Alright, we'll be back. There's a lot of stuff. We gotta dig through it.
So at this point, chat, I got concerns, man. I'm like, this is not a one-man job. She could dig up anything, and if she does, I at least want to be able to have someone be a witness. What was in her car, by the way? a lot of fast food bags, and her trunk was an oversized foam cooler with rice around the rim. And I've never seen it in my life, and I know you won't believe me, so let me describe this to you.
Holy heck, what did I miss? Congrats on surviving this grand adventure. It's good to be back, dang heart, dang hug, dang heart.
So when she opened the trunk, there was this, you couldn't see anything. There was like a huge white styrofoam cooler, and all on this rubber rim was rice, like dry white rice. Everything else was jammed. You couldn't even dig in back there. Rice? You know that wasn't rice? What was it? What? No, it had to be rice. No, it was rice. It had to be rice. No, I'm not joking, Chad. No, I'm not like Chad. There. It had to be rice. I just knew I didn't want her to open that cooler. Chat, why if it was rice and if no? Yeah, there was no rice bag. No, there were chat. It was rice. There was very tiny. And then they were like, a few of them were like just vibrating once, but I think it's because of when she opened the car door.
Low.
Chat, what are you thinking right now? You got no co-pilot, you got no co-pilot. And then you cut back to here. Chat, and this is what you cut back to. Did I clean the iPad?
Are you there often, or are you just are you all your
Only days a week.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
No, thank you so much. I really appreciate all your time and effort.
Right now, chat, right now, do you think we have it, or do you think we don't have it? You're thinking missile? No idea. Not enough.
I don't know. How do I know it's yours? I mean.
Yeah, I mean,
plug it in, unlock it if you want.
Yeah.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
I just, like I said.
What did you just say to me, lady? What did you just say to me?
How do I know it's yours?
What did you just say to me?
How do I know it's yours?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I went through Mount Doom and back. You think I'm doing it for someone else's iPad?
How do I know it's yours? I mean, somebody found it. It's probably no.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I figured it. Yeah, it was a mistake.
What did she say? I was seeing rainbows, man. What did she say?
I said, if somebody found it, it's probably no.
Yeah.
Somebody found it. What does that mean?
No. Yeah, I figured it. Yeah, it was a mistake. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a good day.
Way ahead. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. It's never, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you gotta talk to Mark, to Brett, to Hugh, to the broccoli kids. It doesn't matter. It never mattered. It never mattered. Could have done it on my man right here. Olgo Dev, give him a shout out. Go pre-order his game, man. Pre-order. Are you kidding me? You cannot.
Don't talk to me about talking to broccoli kids.
You cannot. What do you mean it's not? What do you mean it's crazy? How long you been? What do you mean it's crazy? How long you been around?
Wait, there's video of this? All right, there's video. We gotta send that to Dungeoneer.
Okay.
Go ahead. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Chat, what Chat, what can I see can we see chat what chat did at this moment? How do we see what chat did at this moment, man? Can we is there a chat roll?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you got to talk to Mark, to Brett, to Hugh, to the broccoli kids. It doesn't matter. It never mattered. It never mattered. Could have done it on my man right here. Olgo Dev, give him a shout out. Go pre-order his game.
Chat.
Man. Pre-order. Are you kidding me? You cannot.
Don't talk to me about talking to broccoli kids.
You cannot. What do you mean it's not? What do you mean it's crazy? How long you been? What do you mean it's crazy? How long you been around here seeing?
and it cuts right there. What do we got here? Let me see.
You're saying Milan, you were done. You didn't think we could track down an iPad in a neighborhood, talk to Ab, knock on 20 doors? You didn't think that? You gotta be kidding me.
Are we getting banana slices for this? I need one retroactive because I can't type it.
Okay, final wrap up. Okay, and I'm gonna lean on Olgo Dev here. Gut reaction, accident.
Probably accident. Like that's weird. My gut says like bunch of stuff like left around, people throwing things in bags, like all right, let's like they collect cans for churches. It's very, seems so innocent. No shot. I don't know.
She hit me with how do I know it's yours? So like to me it's like honestly if I'm judging, I think it's what you said. Like her
Chad, is there a link to the VOD? No way it was an accident. We got a couple post-mortems here. How do you watch the full video? Is this just...
What do you mean it's crazy? How long you been? What do you mean it's crazy? How long you been around here seeing Milan, you were done? You didn't think we could track down an iPad in a neighborhood, talk to Ab, knock on 20 doors? You didn't think that? You gotta be kidding me.
Are we getting banana slices for this? I need one retroactive because I can't type it.
Okay, final wrap up. Okay, and I'm gonna lean on Olgo Dev here. Gut reaction, accident.
Probably accident. Like that's weird.
Chat, let's chat. Before we hear what Olgo Dev has to say. Why in chat if you think it was an accident, and in chat if you think she took it and planned to keep it and or sell it. Why for accident? Based on all the evidence you've seen. Why if accident and if guilty? YouTube says huge, not an accident. Her voice was dripping with intent. To me, it sounds like the cleanup crew just grabbed it. The way she acted, nah. 74% guilty. Wow.
My gut says like bunch of stuff like left around, people throwing things in bags, like all right, let's like they collect cans for churches. It's very, seems so innocent. No shot. I don't know.
She hit me with how do I know it's yours? So
Yeah.
like to me it's like honest.
How do I know it's yours? I mean, 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 how do I know it's yours?
Because I've been watching you for 8 days. 8 long days. Going back and forth all over Michigan.
How do I know it's yours?
I know it's yours because it's mine. What do you mean it's yours? It's mine. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
Honestly, if I'm judging, I think it's what you said. Like her car was loaded with stuff. She was taking food to a food pantry. If someone is loading up their car with food to go to a food pantry, is this a nefarious act? I don't think so. What do you?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man.
Car for 8 days now. If she was gonna do something with it, right?
I got nervous.
She doesn't even know what it is.
I got nervous though because she's like digging through the car. I'm hitting the ring button. It's not ringing.
It's dead, right?
What's it?
Is it dead?
No, it's not dead.
Oh, okay.
We had 65%.
64%.
Wow.
Oh,
that's amazing.
Chat, can we get a shout out to Olgo Dev in chat? Let's ride you back to your car. Holy cow, man! I mean, Ryan, at some point, when did you think we're in trouble?
I think my lowest of lows was when the guy was like, "Yeah, my broccoli kids."
Saw it. We get Mark the thumbs up.
Yeah, we must.
Yo, oh, dude.
I really hope you disinfected that thing. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
It's true, sir.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Chad? What do you think she was doing with it? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What's on it? What, don't BM me. Don't meme me. What could be on it? What could be on it?
I thought the guy was gonna cover his kids. What are you gonna do next? Yell at
well,
him?
the kid goes,
we can't.
iPad? What's iPad?
Yeah,
I'm
kids
like,
are always suspicious, so there's no.
Man, you can't write this script, man. You
know.
gotta think where it started. It started at old lady. Old lady called.
Oh, what are you doing with the kids?
Hey.
Old lady hands. It was in there for 9 days.
Yeah, Brett, immortal. Brett kind of the comeback.
Character.
Then jumping like.
So chat. It was, to quote a wise individual, it was a grand adventure. And the grand adventure wouldn't take place without some people we have to thank. The cast of characters, first and foremost. We have to thank Tony S., Hugh, lady's name who will protect the Broccoli Twins, and Mark. The cast of characters. And of course, this would not have been possible. As far as without this individual right here on Twitch, OlgoDev /OlgoDev, OlgoDev on X. I don't know where else you are. Bottom left is Olgo. I don't know. Was that supposed to be Olgo? No, no. I thought that's Mark. There's no tattoos on the arm. If you guys enjoyed the journey, I encourage you guys to hit the follow button. This has done a few things. Number one, what was the prop bet on this one? What was the payday? There was $5 million in liquidity. Number two, it has opened up some eyes to learn that not all IRL streaming has to be cringe, rude, or inconsiderate of other people. So that seed, much like Brett planted the seed of hope, now can sprout a little bit. And any great cinema always ends with a little intrigue. I don't have an answer for this, but I didn't notice it until today. I didn't notice it until today. Right before I hit the go live button, I saw it and I didn't know what it meant. This was the sheet of paper that Brett gave me. Only his name is not Brett. It's Braydon. And he's not a handyman. He's a candy man. What does it mean? I guess there's only one thing we have to do, left to do. Yeah. Let's give him a phone call. Let's see if we could call him and get him. I don't know what this means.
Hello, you've reached Connecticut.
This is full. To send an SMS notification,
Calling him back. I'm calling him back right now. I'm calling him back right now. If someone calls you twice, you always answer. Brett.